uThermal seems to be AFK. Start the clock. Oh, he's on the way.
It's only a ladder match. Let's go, chat.
It's only a ladder match. Emote only. Let's go. GG's. He's Vietnamese.
准备就绪。建筑工。什么？粮草建筑人。为好农夫。什么农夫？什么？行命。准备就绪，农夫。和农民。为猎人。何种建立粮草征收人。准备伐木工。何种命令？
What do I do against fire lancers?
Guys, welcome in here. We have game one of Grubby uThermal. It's Vietnamese for uThermal, and it's Grubby trying the tried and tested way.
So
he's played this
it's always Shanbei. It's Shanbei all the way down.
Talk me through the matchup while I fix these cabs.
Well, I was going to ask you,
Tiger
we're not
Cavalry,
the experts on the
Shanbei
way
always.
versus the Vietnamese.
Talk
Let's
about something.
break
While
that
I fix
down.
these cabs.
Simple civ for a stupid person.
So if I remember correctly, Wei is a faction based in Chinese history. That's probably correct.
No, I'll tell you what I know about the way is that Hera here, every time he makes a video about balance, tries to say the way is overpowered without being mean about it to Microsoft. So he subtly goes, man, the way sure are strong with their Tiger Cav. I sure wish Microsoft would move quicker on this, but I love them. And he tries to sneak it in. Well, you can tell he's seething. He's like so angry. And his rage is barely contained.
Classy.
So I think the way, I know they have a superhero unit, which is Warcraft style, perfect for Grubby.
Yeah.
And I know
Sorry,
that
they have hero units in Age of Empires.
Yeah,
What?
they do, just the way, Not even kidding,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was
I didn't
very
realize this
controversial.
game would become Overwatch. This is incredible. Is this going to become a staple now?
Actually,
and the
it
Vietnamese
was,
can create Tracer, so it's everything's
like it was on track to become like a new thing into the game, but then they just made it for one DLC. So like there's 3 civilizations that have heroes, one of them being the Way, and then like nothing else since then. So like it was looking like we're on track for every civ to have a hero, but nah, it looks like it's just these 3 civs. It's not that
What
good.
is the chance we see it come out in this game today?
Relics yet.
I think it's like a 10% chance. It's good in late game, so it costs 1,000 resources. It has an aura effect as well. So when you get it out, it's like massive aura for the army. It makes them, I think it makes them move faster. I think no, the way makes them attack faster. All the units in the vicinity of the hero. But it's expensive at 1,000 resources, only available in Imp. So like, it might not come out. It's the Sao Sao.
Yeah, it's pretty tanky. It's like you think you can snipe it, but it's hard to snipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, it may happen. I wonder if anyone's going to do a timing push of some sort. I will say that the Vietnamese, pretty all around, super solid, can answer anything type civ, right? They're just good economy. The Imperial Skirm is like a perfect late game unit, just answers everything ranged, tanky, strong.
Yeah.
So I assume that's why. I feel like uThermal is the most.
Where's gold?
I don't want to go into, let's use your phrase, deep waters type person. I want it to be a normal standard game, and then I beat you.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna do everything I can to keep things bog standard.
He tends to play mostly archer units. Like every civ that he goes for is like an archer-based strategy. It seems to be his bread and butter. Here, Vietnamese, of course, get tankier archers, so they could definitely lean into those a little bit more. Spiffing Brett, you didn't touch a single archer unit, a single foot archer in your entire AV2 career, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah. That is entirely correct. I mean, when I used to play Age of Empires a long time ago, I did used to really enjoy longbow as the Britons.
Yeah.
But I haven't dabbled with it with this version of the game, and I don't think I will, because I won't lie, when I look at the micro of it and I saw you coaching people, you would be screaming at them, being like, well, first you shoot and then you immediately run at the enemy, and then you time the animation frames or something when they've reloaded. Like, okay, it's a bow and arrow. What are they going to do?
See, where are my good expansion locations? I have one on wood and stone here on the outside. Can potentially protect some gold.
Not really. I feel
Comes
like
in
I'm
my
doing enough.
King home now.
And
That's
yeah, that's
kind of
probably
early.
the kind of mentality
Feels very
that wants
early
to
by
be the
him
game,
actually, but I guess he just did a 22
my
gold.
perspective.
It's crazy you say you're doing enough when you're like at
I don't know
10
if
clicks
he's
per minute,
doing
and
anything
you're
special.
happy
Maybe it's to
doing that,
get
which
like
is fine.
upgrades
Honestly, it's
quicker.
fine. And the
Maybe
fact
that's
that you
normal, I
went to
don't know.
1200 elo is a flex you
Yeah,
can
it's
talk about at the end of
efficiency.
time. Like, this is fantastic.
Exactly. I won't touch the game again, otherwise that elo's going down.
Yeah.
And look, I'm a Paradox map gamer. I'm not an RTS player,
enough.
but I gave it a good shot.
I think it was the fewest clicks to 1200 anyone has ever
Yeah,
done, which
in
is
history.
which is
Fewest
actually
in-game
super
clicks
impressive.
to 1200. Not even a pro player
Tell
can
you
beat
what.
that potentially.
I'll do an Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe tournament, and I'll invite you, Hera, just so I can kick your ass at a video game that I'm actually
Oh my
the
God.
best at. So there we go.
But that seems like it has less players than StarCraft. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, actually, maybe it does. It could be the one game with less players than StarCraft.
Really digging the bottom of the barrel.
Scouts coming.
Grubby's up a little later to cast Lich here, by the way. It's not a huge deal, but it is worth noting that he will have more villagers due to Wei getting extra villagers from economy upgrades. But because Vietnamese will get their town centers faster, uThermal will catch up in that vill count. But overall, nothing out of the ordinary. No rushing, no all-ins. Looks to be a pretty standard, boom. Plus maybe some relic control. I know Grubby likes to do that a lot.
Wait, I got a pro question to ask you that I've always wondered for a map like this.
One
Sometimes
here
people get
and-
feudal and they slow. They don't immediately rush to castle. They get all the economic upgrades first.
Yeah.
And most times people rush to castle first and then get, bid axe and everything else. Is there is there like a better version of the two? Why would you do one or the other? I guess I don't understand.
The only reason you'd ever go fast feudal on this map is if you have a specific bonus in feudal age that's really good. The only civs that come close is like humans with a 2 TC boom, and then maybe Malay that can go really fast to feudal, get the economy upgrades, and then turbo to fast imp afterwards.
Interesting. Okay.
But besides those two, I would say like the fast feudal on this map is not really the play, and almost everybody's gonna go for the fast castle. On Arena, maybe some other civs can do it, but not really.
And the
What
reason
would
you want
time of
fast
a
castle is
fast imp be?
Timing of the fast imp. So, Spiffing Brit, the fast imp is a strategy that we haven't seen this tournament, despite I consider it to be one of the best strategies in this elo bracket. Nobody's tried it. The timing on like something like Arena, this map is a bit different because you start with extra vills. Well, something like Arena, Turk fast imp will hit at 20 minutes. So imagine your opponent is at 20 minutes, he's in imp. That's crazy.
That is crazy. And that's kind of thing that, well, you could kind of pull that off reliably.
Yeah, it's super reliable. It's just one build order. Not to show the Patreon, but I have it color-coded PDF plus video tutorial if anyone's interested. But it's one build, very consistent. You get a gunpowder right away at 20 minutes, and then you all then push in imp with bombards and hand cannoneer. It's so strong.
Nice. Very good.
And the reason they all fast castle is because nothing beats another town center for economy booming.
Yeah.
Is that right? That's the
Exactly.
okay.
Like this guy here, uThermal, 3 TC boom, economy upgrades coming in, coming cheaper for the Vietnamese. This is fantastic for him. Grubby also doing the same, 3 town center boom. And, they're both enjoying some nice extra villagers. If anyone does anything other than this, you have to have some kind of all-in or something that would counter the boom. Very difficult to do that, though.
So my
I don't
coach
think
told
I
me.
built a single TC in my entire time playing. But I did explain the reason why you would want a second TC to my wife. So I understand it.
That counts.
That counts. It's just
You understand the theory.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I follow it.
How did that combo come up with your wife? I feel like that's pretty
Oh,
interesting.
it's perfectly normal to be in the bedroom and sit down and talk Age of Empires theory. I'm sure you do the same.
Age of Empires economic theory.
Those late night grubby talks, we did dabble into some town centers. That's true, but
Hot and spicy villager booms at 11 p.m.
I love how that's your late night, like 11 p.m.
Come on, I'm not a full-time streamer like you guys. I can stream for like 2 hours and then I'm tired and I just want to go to bed. Oh, actually, to be fair, I don't think your streaming stamina is much better. You can stream for 15 minutes and then you need a snack break. So look, we're all working.
We all have our deficiencies, that's for sure. But back to our game here real quick. We have Grubby going out for the relics, and he seems to be the one guy doing this consistently. But the reason why I like his approach now is that he kind of knows that uThermal is not the kind of guy that likes to commit to the relics. He sees uThermal booming on every map. So, Grubby's going to snag the relics without making too many tire cap. So it's a low investment relic snag, which H-Rock, you're an economic or economist, or you have a YouTube channel about economy. That's pretty good, right?
Free gold is good. That's right. That's correct. The economy will tell you that. I would say from an economy POV, since both these guys are kind of boom players. They both like getting to the late game. I would have thought one of them would have pushed 4 TCs to try and get the one up on the other, knowing they're not going to get rushed. I would have thought you would have seen a 4. Yeah, I know it's coming, but I would have thought like a lot quicker than
earlier.
This.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you either go for the monastery or you go for the 4th EC. The fact that uThermal's got none, I think it's just an inefficiency, honestly. He probably doesn't realize he's making that misplay. In a pro level, for sure, the 4th EC is already there, or the monastery. It's like doing nothing, doing neither of those two things is just setting yourself further behind.
But he does have one relic that is 100% free. No way Grubby gets to that. And the other one is pretty damn close to him.
You could have cursed it right there. You got to be careful.
Imagine.
Teleports monk behind you, nothing personal.
Wait, he's
first whole army steals king.
He's on the way. Oh, he doesn't see it though.
Oh, he's so
he
close to
even
the
see
vision.
it.
Can we get a pause?
Someone
in Grubby's ear.
Too, unless he's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes. Do a quick pause. Give a quick call.
Small call for Grubby.
You've got his phone number. You'll call him up.
Oh, God.
Hey,
Grub. Just want you to know there's a couple of relics you haven't picked up.
He's got 3 so far. He's got 3 so far. And I think he knows what the one up top. Oh, no, he doesn't. We really need this call to come through. So, yeah, uThermal might just snag 2 in the end. Here's the 4th DC we're talking about. Not the best position. This woodland's already kind of saturated. 8 is saturation. We got how much? We got 20 on this woodland. It's terrible.
I think putting all 4 TCs within the walls is a coward's move. You got to take at least some space. You got to get out there. The idea that all 4 TCs, your base can't live in this little wall forever. Spread your wings, uThermal.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Doesn't it help for the Vietnamese to be kind of like out and about because like they make money from lumberjacks, right? So you kind of want to be getting some map control on some tree lines that aren't safe.
Yeah, that's a late game thing, but it's certainly something to think about. But even just like without even like the paper money in mind, just grabbing these extra minerals is always good. And like the problem with staying in your base like this, I mean, actually, it's a good point from Brit here. If you run out of woodlands and you have to expand to these, but then you get raided as you're just trying to chop your lumber, get some extra gold from it with paper money, then you're just behind for no reason. You're just getting, you know, getting harassed for no reason. So I like the balanced approach of sending a TC outside. I think Grubby might go for that because his base is already completely taken up. So if he wants a 4th TC, it's going to have to be outside, but he seems to be happy on the 3.
I will say the way this map is generated is what I've noticed from playing it and practicing it. Is that you have some gold in your walls, and then you usually have this big chunk of gold right outside your walls, like your bonus gold.
Yeah.
And it's so nice when it spawns the way it spawned for uThermal, which is like away from the enemy, in the corner, nice spot. If it spawns at the front, it's like, oh my God, there's going to be a forward castle there. There's going to be a fight there. I hope I get it locked down.
I mean, if uThermal doesn't like wall that off and like kind of annex that part of the map, is that just a catastrophic misplay on his end?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not catastrophic because it might not get punished. Like, if it does get punished, then yeah, it's super, super bad because of how easy it is to wall. Like, just a few houses, a few pieces of stone wall, and this is just super safe. You get the relic, you get the 2 golds, you get a lot of space, you get some woodlands. It's so safe back here, and we see that Grubby's actually doing that. Like this extending the wall thing, that's a pro move. Captain Lance kind of started it, and players are falling into place doing the same thing now. But take a look at this one from Grubby. It's the vision game. He does this every single time. I think it really suits his style. It's really good.
What's the counter to this? What do you just build a couple horsemen or something and go around and chop them all down? Like what? It's so oppressive to have outposts around you at all times and just realize you're playing with your opponent has map hacks.
Yeah, pretty much. So like the counter to it is just to actually just clear them, force your opponent to send another villager, and most of the time what you'll see is that it's one round. It's one round of outposts. You clear them. Your opponent is not going to have the presence of mind to send another villager. He's just going to be down that vision. Some text coming in here, which is quite nice. Speaking of Brit, this outpost is pretty cheap. $1 million, if you can tell me the cost of it exactly. Go ahead.
Okay, right. If I remember correctly, a wooden wall is like free, right? So if I had to guess 10?
10 what?
10 what?
10 wood. It's made of wood, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're wrong. You just lost $1 million. That's terrible.
Oh, damn it. Well, hey, good news, guys. The prize pool for the King's Gauntlet 2 has just massively increased.
It's up by 1 million.
It's up by 1 mil. Thanks for the subs, guys. It's gone straight into the prize pool here. uThermal's going for infantry, by the way. Just it's 25 wood, 5 stone for anyone wondering. So you're kind of far off there, unfortunately, but it's okay.
1 stone.
5 stone. 5 stone.
Oh, 5 stone. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Grubby stole the relic to the north of the map.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of huge.
We
Where
got
is it?
4.
It's coming in. That's pretty huge. That's 4 relics for him. He's also... Wait, he's making a play for that bottom one. He's going to see it now. Oh, no. Close.
No.
Getting some harassment. We have a loom, though.
Nice harassment.
Yeah. So in terms of like unit compositions here, let's talk about what players are expected to go for. uThermal's going to open with some skirmishers, and he's also going for fire lancers. So skirm fire lancer is extremely good for the Vietnamese. They get extra HP on both those units, and on top of that, they get the imp skirm upgrade on their skirmishers, unique to them only. So it's a really good comp and hard to deal with. And for Grubby, he's got a few options, but he's opening with the Xianbei Raider, not the Tiger Cab, which is kind of interesting.
Maybe he hasn't seen your rants about how, perfectly balanced this civilization is.
Yeah, maybe.
Should have watched more closely.
Yep.
Wait, can I ask? So, if you get Skirm Fire, you've talked about this a lot in casting this tournament, is how strong Skirm Fire Lancer is.
Yeah.
And it's not something I see normally on the ladder. So, is there a third unit that you mix into that, or is that just it? That's the comp? Skirm Fire Lancer attack move?
That's the comp. Yeah, a third unit would be like a bombard cannon for some like. This is very cheeky from Grubby. He's trying to house wall the gold. My goodness. This is why I'm riding with Pig. Pig would never do this, chat. But to your point, Atrioc, you don't need another unit here. This is a perfect combo on its own for the most part. And then you need like a bombard cannon in addition, maybe some trebuchets as far as like long-range siege that really support that combo. And then you can either push with it or you can just camp your siege, both of which are good playstyles. But here we go. We have a monk going to that 5th relic. So, Atrioc, you might have to eat your words.
The greed play.
The greed play.
No, he won't get it. He won't get it. I bet $40 million he won't get it.
Deal.
This is the caster's curse of the century.
Has uThermal even built a monastery, though?
No, actually. Not a single monastery. We get rated heavy here. Grubby's kind of out-macroing him right now. No monastery, so he's not even concerned. And actually, Spiff and Brit, that wall that didn't come through, it's actually catastrophic. You kind of called that. Now he's got to defend this side when he could have just walled it and focused on top. So this is completely avoidable. uThermal is going to be split for no reason.
It's so nice if this is walled right now. And it would be so nice if this monk died so they don't have to lose $40 million.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
The price pool was about to grow
It's
astronomically high.
about to be a big King's Gauntlet too. Kaisenat might have actually played.
For 40 million, he might start answering my tweets. We'll see.
For 40 million, yeah, he might actually show up.
Chemistry, Bracer coming in. I mean, it's a good combo with the Fire Lancer Skirm. It's not fully upgraded right now. We're missing armor. Crucial upgrades that need to come in for the
story of this tournament, man, is people forgetting a couple upgrades and
Yes.
their army being a lot weaker than it should be.
Yeah, and it makes it hard to cast because you're gassing up an army and then it comes in with no upgrades and the chat's like, wait, this army's not that good.
Actually, Harry, you don't know anything about this game.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, you're right.
So they get
armor.
130 vills, which is about the time you're supposed to stop, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
You get around 130 and you start the... Okay, now it's army time.
Yeah.
So the boom phase is now over, and now the endless waves of slaughter begin.
Exactly.
This is the part where when two good players start sending wave after wave of men to die in the trenches to gain small amounts of ground.
Paper money's in,
better
by the way.
composition matters.
Paper money's in.
Everybody loves paper money. I don't know. Everyone talks about paper money like it's the greatest.
The chat loves
changer.
paper money. Every time paper money is mentioned, paper money. And then when you don't have paper money, it's like, get paper money. Yo, he's missing paper money. It's like it's like the talk of the town. We have Elite Tiger Cab coming out for Grubby. He's going to go double gold comp, really making use of those relics. He keeps getting rated on the bottom, uThermal is, but that castle will help a little bit. Tiger Cab plus Xianbei Raider, very powerful. Probably one of the best comps in the game, but it's full gold comp. So if Grubby runs out of gold, even with relics, it's tough to sustain it. Take a look at this, Brit. Have you ever seen one of these things?
A traction trebuchet.
Yeah.
So it's like a faster trebuchet, right? I guess.
It's a trebuchet that doesn't need to pack and unpack, kind of. That's the best way to describe it.
Okay. Well, I don't feel like that's necessarily too much of an advantage from my, brain's perspective.
Yeah.
But I'm sure maybe you think it's the greatest unit in the game.
No, it's kind of, actually, you know what? I'm kind of taking your opinion. It's okay. It has its pros and cons compared to a regular trebuchet. And yeah, it's decent. It has less range, but you can move it freely. It's not bad.
I feel like that less range kind of, for me, is a bit of a no. Like, if you're playing the game to the mystery zone, which I've never been to, where trebuchets can even be bought, then I feel like you just want the extra range on it.
Chat, by the way, he's talking about the Imperial Age, the mystery zone. It's just the
mystery zone.
Just the Imperial Age.
We haven't discovered it yet, but
no one's ever actually been there. It's really exciting.
People talk about it, but obviously you're not going to get past castle.
Here we go. A little bit of a push here from Grubby. He's got
How is
4
Grubby
traction
so...
trebuchets.
Why does it feel like he has such a... army there? I don't know.
Wait,
like
uThermal's
confused
looping.
here.
That's why he's looping. Whoa, forward
it's the
castle, middle of the map.
Wow.
The loop.
Whoa, a forward castle behind his forward castle. It's crazy. That's aura.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. And there's
You're not
castles all over the
forward castling me, I'm
place.
forward castling you.
Grubby's got 2 defensive castles trying to hold this now. The map's been cut in half, but Tiger Cavalry are on the field. This unit is very, very strong. It gets stronger the more units it kills, by the way. No
Fire
bloodlines.
Lancers are decent against it, right? Pretty solid. I mean, I
Yeah,
assume.
pretty solid. They're going to make short work of those Tiger Cav for the time being. Of course, Fire Lancer are anti-cavalry for the most part. But guys, no bloodlines. We saw this in the grand final. Leary forgot bloodlines on the way for like an hour. And Grubby, I don't know if he got coaching. He did get coaching from Leary. Maybe that was one of the things they talked about. Also, no handcart.
Don't get bloodlines. Save the money.
Yes. No handcart, by the way, is kind of a big
Oh, the
deal.
king's under attack by traction trebs.
Yes, this is
no.
actually a
Wait,
big
the
problem.
king is in that castle.
Have traction trebs got splash
The
damage?
king's gonna get kicked out.
He gets kicked out. It goes to the town center. It's fine.
Did he move it? Okay, he moved it. I thought he didn't notice.
No splash damage, Brit, to distraction traps. So they're really only like anti-buildings. They're okay versus units, but not the craziest anti-unit units in the game.
Yeah, they're both maxed out, but for some reason it feels like Grubby has
More.
more.
Yeah.
I don't know
It
why.
is odd. Yeah, because you look at the army stats, and uThermal should be fielding twice as many. But
Yeah.
it feels like
Grubby
all
has
of his
30 more vills,
army is
and yet
out
it
of
also has more
position.
army somehow. I don't understand where the army is.
Yeah.
Thermal.
I mean, here it is. It's also got some in the castle, but yeah, to your point, guys, I feel like uThermal should have a lot more on the field. No bloodlines is a big deal in these fights, so keep in mind that Grubby's army is going to be 20 HP less per unit. See how they perform.
Yeah, he should win this fight.
Fire Lancers.
Oh, bloodlines.
This is really good.
Shit.
Fire
Lancers
Lancers
look
are solid.
strong.
That castle's going to go, though.
Yep.
Yeah,
Castle
these
goes
traction trebs are actually quite annoying for uThermal. Like they're just taking out a lot of buildings and staying mobile, so you can't really pin them down.
Oh, Bloodlines comes in. That's huge. He picks it up, so that no huge disaster for Grubby there. And uThermal, yeah, to your point, Atrox.
There's another forward castle coming to the
this
north.
time. Yeah, from Grubby.
Yet another forward castle.
Yeah, another one. And he had that one placed down here. He kind of switched it up, went to the top. I think he's targeting that stone. A couple traction traps going down for free. That's not good in any language.
Okay, uThermal, I mean, building a huge amount of buildings outside his walls, getting ready for like a significant take some map pressure. Turn this around.
Huge
These
raid, by
traction
the
trebs need to be slowed down. They're just destroying your castle. There's only so much stone in the game.
Yeah.
You can't feed it all to Grubby's traction trebs. You will run out.
And
I
actually,
mean, Thermal is out of stone.
yeah, he's got 0 stone and no castles in his base besides like the one. So all of these forward castles is kind of hurting him more than anything. Like, this is not helping him secure anything. I want these castles to be at the back, defending your woodlands. He's got no defense, and the castles in the front are just dying. This is terrible news for uThermal.
He also has fire lancers up top, not stopping the forward castle.
Action
The
everywhere.
thing is, okay, so you mentioned
God.
the comp of Elite Skirm. Okay, there's a huge raid coming to his base.
Yeah, the king is in that town center, by the way. The king is in the town center.
Oh, if he snipes the king,
You could.
can
you could.
you imagine? No, he's going past it. He's playing his standard way. He wants to kill.
Yeah. He might think it's a villager. He might think it's a villager in there, so not going to commit there. But still, a big raid coming in.
Yeah, huge raid. I mean, like you said, there's no castles in here, so this is so hard to clear it up. It's the worst feeling when your comp is infantry and theirs is cavalry. You have to run back over 1,000,000 miles to try and clear all this up. By the time you do that, they're already at your base with a castle, another army. It's such an exhausting. Oh, this is a nice raid by the Skirms.
Yeah, like, by the way, behind this, uThermal's also counterplaying. He's also raiding. He's got units everywhere. Grubby still has a kind of a messy economy, but it's big damage from Grubby with these raids. And that forward castle that Britt mentioned here, it's up and running. Tiger Cap production from there as well, targeting the very exposed woodlands. Traction traps seemingly just cannot be stopped. They can easily kill this trebuchet. uThermal's kind of a little bit of a traffic jam there.
Oh, he trapped himself.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It feels like if Grubby fought uThermal's army straight up, uThermal could win. But Grubby's not doing that. He's attacking in different spots, and his army's not fast enough. That's the thing about these. Oh, that open gate could be a problem.
This open
Outside
gate
of that,
is a problem.
yeah.
Should be okay, though.
Yeah, it seems like he's fine. But I think what uThermal needs is some siege. Like, he can't seem to break any buildings. He's fighting all right, but this army's not a building breaker. It's just fights cav, and so he's not getting as much damage as you'd hope.
You see, it's very strong. He's killing tired cav very effectively. Grubby kind of almost clearing up all his armies. It's going to kind of turn into a Grubby pushing uThermal defending.
Big fight happening down to the south, though.
Take a look at... Oh.
There's a hole in that
sorry,
wall.
I say big fight. There's
villager
a rave
fight
happening.
It's a dance party.
It looks like uThermal's going to break up the party, though, with the castle. I feel like Grubby took first move with the tower, and uThermal just kind of mogged him, just dropping that castle.
He said, you have a tower? Let me show you what my tower looks like.
A little bit of a size comparison.
Stone. This is uThermal's final forward castle. I'm sure 5 traction trips will be here in 2 seconds to blow it up, and then he's out.
The traction trips. They're just waiting.
They can move, but they're just kind of chilling out.
The castle costs more than the stone it's taking. There's like 200 stone left there.
Yeah, there's 200 stone. It's like it's not really that worth it. But there's that gold there. uThermal's beelining towards this corner of the map. This is like a very important corner for him. You really want that gold.
This is the most important pebble on the map. Okay, this is so important.
He must. The kingdom's most important
There's
thing.
another wave of villagers coming off the left of the screen. Oh, I feel we're getting yet another castle drop.
Grubby really wanted that stone as well. Crop rotation coming in for some late game economy techs, but take a look at this. The raids never really stop for Grubby.
Wait, so give me a comparison here on stats, Hera. What paper money versus relics?
Yeah.
How much money is he getting from this trickle of wood gold?
So I think the number is like 20 or 30 villagers chopping wood is like 1 relic. So like the 70 that we're seeing here is about like 2 or 3 relics. So it's actually not better than the 4 relics that Grubby has, but it's decent. However, it does rely on having wood on the map, which doesn't last forever, despite, of course, wood not the most scarce resource, but, you know, something to think about at least.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, because we're at the phase of the game now where gold is almost out. This little thing at the bottom is basically the last. I think there's maybe 1 in the middle. But we're almost out of actual mineable gold, and that's where the relics become really, really valuable for Grubby. He's already gotten 3,000 gold more than uThermal of his relics so far. So if paper money can't keep up, then he's gonna fall apart.
Yeah, I want Britt. Sorry to put you on the spot, but what happens if this goes to 1 hour and 30 minutes? Can you explain the end time rules?
I can, because I saw this happen several times when you played live, and I almost missed my bus home. Basically, the game goes so long that they realize for the health and safety of everyone involved, after 1 hour and 30 minutes of in-game time, it just goes to whoever has the highest score. Now, score is determined by a few things: vision on the map, technologies, your KD, and your economy. So basically, you want to get good value for killing more units than you lose, so that way your opponent doesn't gain as much score. And you also want a big economy and hit up all those techs. So yeah, we could be heading there, especially as we get to a resource-starved map.
That was an insane explanation. That was the best thing you've done in Age of Empires. That's a career highlight for Spiffing Britt there. That was actually fantastic. Couldn't have said it better myself. That was actually impressive.
Put that in his highlight video. Put that in the compilation.
If you're looking to hire another castle, guys,
like the Grubby highlights is like
that's all it takes.
Grubby highlights is him splitting. uThermal's like the Archer micro. Aatrox highlight sleeping. Spiffing Britt the highlight is the explanation. Everyone's got a highlight. It's fantastic.
Everyone's got highlights, bro.
I've also got quite a few lowlights, but we prefer not to talk about those.
Yeah, we've seen them once, but it's not worth repeating them, you know?
You don't know your king. I like that. I respect that. You're not a big fan of the monarchy.
Yeah, well, no, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the monarchy. It's just, you know, the one guy, that one dude. My guy was an imposter. He had to die. That's why I'm marching to the castle. No usurpers allowed.
Only one king.
Only sausage fingers, our favorite.
uThermal's got a nice
I gotta
little raid
say,
down bottom,
the way this is going is
like
like pretty good for Grubby.
Yeah,
he's looking so solid in these late game battle all over the map situations.
But take a look at this. uThermal's got double the military count. So like even though maybe the military is stronger for Grubby, like if it's 1 unit versus 1 unit, but if it's like double the count for uThermal, and he's finally got some siege, he could be kind of turning the script on its head right now. And we're missing siege engineers, the tech for the trebuchets get extra range and extra damage for buildings, but still, ton of res in the bank for uThermal. He can easily take some good fights here with double the military.
Yeah, true. I mean, 152 villagers for Grubby does leave him with less army than you'd like. I don't think this army from uThermal can be stopped head-to-head. You could
But
just
at the
kind
same
of
time, it
push.
feels kind of like he hasn't got his value out of it. Like he's always had almost like an extra 40 units over Grubby, but it doesn't feel like he has control of the map or the resources, or is exerting much pressure.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. I'm not even sure why that's the case. I feel like if he just kind of used his army count and kind of leaned with his army onto Grubby, I think you can actually get some respect on the map and just push out. I don't think you need to be like respecting these 10 Zambes back here. I mean, just leave some reinforcements, but the main army should just move out here, in my opinion.
Yeah, also worth noting that uThermal has decided he will never pick up the relic in his base as long as he lives. Even though at this point that would be at least 600-700 gold guaranteed.
Yeah.
That he has just decided he does not want. He doesn't need it. He will win without relics.
If this comes down to a game of score, he might regret it. But for the moment, we'll just let it slide.
It's moving out here, but I mean, deleting some walls could be nice so our units can move. Traction traps could easily kill these traps, so Grubby needs to take a shot right now. But if he's not doing that, he's got to back up because the fire lancers are closing the distance.
It's okay, the traps are targeting the stone mine for some reason.
Not get bombard cannons?
They do. They do. Like, they do get bombards, and uThermal's decided not to go for them. But uThermal is taking a really good fight right now. He's going to kill this castle. And there's a lot of stone here that you can take.
Wow, this could finally be it. The actual stone, the one remaining stone on the map.
Yeah.
Or at least I think it is.
I mean,
there is a stone there.
We saw what they did to fight for this one. I mean, this one could be a bloodbath. This could be World War III right now. So far, it's like uThermal's going out for it, but Grubby keeps fighting around the areas. Like, this is not going to be like a, oh, you can just have it. This is going to be hotly contested by the looks of things.
Yeah, this is going to
look
be
at the cavalry trying to charge down those trebuchets, but that choke point is being held so
good thing he didn't leave that wall. He was thinking long term.
Yeah, shows you how much I know.
Small, make a choke point.
Such a fantastic play from uThermal. Grubby's being sent back. Grubby's being sent back. Grubby is low on gold. He does have the relics, but I mean, relics, guys, it's a slow passive income. It's not something that gives you a bulk of gold one shot. Grubby, there's a world where he just can never fight this army, and he's got to get back to that raiding strategy. Like that raiding strategy, maybe even the king snipe strategy. Where's the king? Could look for something like that.
Dude, it's so funny at these level of games, which is obviously still very, very good, but at these level, it often seems like the raids just open up pop space so the other guy gets more army.
True.
Like everyone overbuilds villagers, so when you get 20 lost in a raid, it's like, oh, that's actually awesome. Now I can make my army that I've been holding back on. Like a raid that killed 30 Grubby villagers, that would help him. It would be so nice. He's at 150.
Yeah. He's got 88 hussars in the queue, by the way. 88 hussars in the queue. He's playing hussars for the rest of his life. Trying to use them to snipe some of those pesky trebuchets, but not really quite finding the kills. By the way,
this is going to be probably another last charge of the cavalry, unfortunately. I can't see them breaking through this.
Yeah.
I will say it's so nice when you're playing and you know that your comp is good. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but like when you know that Fire Lancer Skirm is good, kind of in all situations, you don't have to think as much and constantly be switching around and changing upgrades, and it gives you like a stability to be like, all right, I can keep making this and I can fight whatever comes my way.
Yeah, I agree.
Why is the game paused? What does this mean?
Okay, it's a pause. It could be air condition for Grubby. It could be a number of reasons, but in this game, it's like if you have a technical difficulty, it's fine.
I see. Well, they are playing in Europe. We do have a heat wave. It makes sense. These guys are currently melting. uThermal is actually experiencing what it is like to be in Vietnam right now, just with the temperature. Going for the RP.
4K gold from relics. At some point, you have to think of uThermal, maybe I should grab the one. Maybe I should have grabbed two. That amount of gold is a big difference in the army you can... Oh, Grubby just deleted, 30 vills.
Oh, wow.
30 people sent to die so that Grubby can finally have a bigger army.
That's actually worth it.
Look at the cavalry coming in. Look at that.
It sucks to be chosen if you're one of the vills. Sucks to be the one who gets picked by Grubby to die.
Well, I think it's a worthy sacrifice because now it gets a lot of cavalry on the field. The raids are starting to get a little heavier. I mean, uThermal still has more army on the field, but I feel like Grubby now kind of matching his numbers. It gives him more chances to get a good fight in. This is fantastic, though. Good raids on these woodlines. And Britt, to your point earlier, we talked about woodlines being a big deal. By not expanding, like we've done, all the wood at the back is completely, chopped. We've got these forward woodlines hotly contested, the side woodlines even more exposed. So uThermal's actually in kind of a bit of trouble. Hard to envision this being that big of a deal, though. He's got 9,000 wood in the bank, but maybe something super long-term to think about here.
I think it's quite interesting how Grubby is kind of using his army to try and bait in uThermal's much slower moving army. And I think that's kind of smart. Try and draw him to one side of the map and then quickly pivot away to the other side and see if you can harass it there.
Love that, yeah. Just kind of using that mobility to gain a numbers advantage on a certain point of the map. Maybe keep uThermal's army running and not fighting. Like when they fight, they do so much, though. Just keep them running. Good trap snipe, though. Grubby, that's going to be nice. Remember, at this stage of the game, sniping gold units way more impactful than hitting food units. So Zassar, not that big of a deal. That Treb certainly is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of tough. I mean, the gold difference is starting to become the big story. Grubby is banking gold at this point, deciding what he wants to make for the next wave of gold units.
It's good.
And the pressure's never really left uThermal's side this whole game. Grubby's been so good about keeping that pressure on.
He's had some small raids. He had like that loopy castle as well, but this massive Zambase now, like 50 Zambase, this could never die as long as Grubby just doesn't fight with it. Like you can just get good picks with it. As soon as there's some skirms, just run it away. Box formation. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's kind of scary.
Oh my god, he's gonna surround him. He's gonna trap him inside. I gotta imagine though, cavalry archers versus imperial skirmishers and fire lancers feels like the worst. I guess it's just about avoiding the combat.
Yeah, it's like they do okay versus the fire lancers. They just have to not fight skirms, and if fire lancers get close, I mean they can never get close because you'd always just run away. So it's not that bad, but it does feel that it's getting countered by both units at times. But yeah, I mean take a look at this. They can make short work of the fire lancers most of the time.
Right.
Is there a world where we see Grubby go for a king snipe here? I mean, surely he kind of has an idea for where that king is.
I think so. I'll tell you why I think so. I think this castle now is super exposed. There's no wood, like no natural barrier. You can easily sneak to the corner of the map. Yeah, there is some vision, but like 5 traction traps just going to the bottom and then just targeting the castle. You have a very mobile army. You can make a king snipe happen. Will he go for it? I'm not sure. Right now he's getting techs to try to boost his score. So he's trying to play towards that score win, but there is that win condition of a king snipe. uThermal probably can't with the immobile army, but I think Grubby can. So he can if he wants to, basically.
Going for the score when a half hour early is confidence.
Yeah.
There's some fights still left to have. I'm shocked he's doing it this early, but he does have such a gold lead. Maybe he just thinks no matter what comes my way, I can build a counter and stop it. So
got a couple traction traps here, looking for that castle down bottom, and just hitting and running, and every time there's a lot of army coming his way, he just kind of tries to avoid that. But uThermal, I think he's kind of had enough of just chasing army and doing some cardio. I think he wants to get an actual push going. He's got 3 trebuchets right now, but he's gonna encounter a huge force from Grubby here. Big fight taking place.
Oh no, where's
this
the skirms?
is huge. If Grubby wins this right, he can go straight for those trebs.
Yep.
Oh, exactly. If he loses those trebs, his whole push is... Oh, this is like such a bad... The skirms were not with the fire lancers. He lost them all.
Oh, but the traction traps.
Oh, wait,
that's not bad.
Traps. Wait, actually pretty nice.
That's not bad.
And he's dodging the arrows with the front. That was impressive from uThermal.
Yeah.
Is that another forward castle on the map?
Yeah, it is.
Where did he get the stone for that?
H-Rock, we saw it. Remember that stone here?
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, yeah, you're right.
This castle. Got him 2 castles. That's pretty huge. And that center of the map gives him a nice foothold to actually launch a proper push against Grubby's base. So this is really, really interesting. It could be anyone's game right now. Raids at the back.
After all that getting pushed in, uThermal's finally saying, I've had enough, and getting out there.
Thing is, he doesn't really have the bills. I think he lost the bills.
By the way, his economy right now is 38 guys on wood. Wait, his economy is totally dead.
He's got 0 on food, H-Rock. 0 on food?
Wait,
I'm
0
starving.
Food, 0 gold, 0 stone. His economy's 38 villagers. Wait, he actually is lost. Wait.
This is terrible for him.
His economy is totally gone. I just realized. It's not even...
What is going on in there?
Grubby just won. I didn't understand. Wait, the rating was that good?
Defensive castle. Raids were really heavy. 150 military. uThermal fight anything. Just keep fighting and losing your army so you can make some villagers. Castle from Grubby, though. Really good position. Try to hold the middle of the map. The trebuchets. Oh, no.
166 cabin queue for Grubby.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
66 gas. This is uThermal's last army, basically. I guess he can make one more wave because he had a lot of food and wood. But he has 0 economy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Grubby continues to raid him, by the way. Grubby recognizes that there's some kind of like...
raiding the last 10 guys still working.
He's got more coming out,
to
though.
raid, Grubby.
Some villagers coming up with the castle. Actually, half of uThermal's economy is coming out for this castle. One
I've never
trebuchet is still
seen raids
alive.
do that much. That's crazy.
Grubby takes the score lead, by the way. Oh my god, it's back and forth. This game is so close. Love it.
So close.
Alright, uThermal defends his trebuchet. $200 pop each. It's only 1 trap, so you could out-repair this for a while, by the way. No king snipe attempt, and we got a lot of army back here for uThermal. Again, it's like 145 army. He's having trouble just controlling all of it. You can only get 60 in a group in Age of Empires 2, so like, he's got 2 full groups of 60 army and then still 25 left over. It's a hard army to control. But take a look at the damage coming out of these skirmishers. That's why you can't fight them. Look at that. 5 Xianbei. What is that? 6 Xianbei?
Yeah.
It's deadly. You can't lose those gold units. The
They're
skirms.
so strong versus archer units.
Yep. Imp skirms as well, specifically. Here we go with the Traction Trebuchet. Traction Trebuchet counters regular Trebuchet, by the way. Because he acts more like a bombard against it. Grubby's got the score lead still, though.
He needs to keep that Treb alive or his push doesn't get anywhere.
Yep.
There's no stone left for Grubby, so you
gotta
can't
keep it alive.
Yeah.
That Treb, if it dies, it burns out your whole push.
Grubby buys the stone
They
from the
go for
market.
it.
That's
Grubby
expensive.
snipes it.
He snipes the trap.
Grubby
Keep your own
gets his
trap
win
alive, though.
condition. Yeah, he's just like
It's just raids.
Meanwhile, yet another push.
Yep. He's trying to raid, but this time uThermal's got some army. I mean, hey, thank God he's got army. He's got no bills. At this point, like, Grubby raiding is actually not even that good because there's no bills left to raid, and you're just running into army. So we're getting into a weird situation where Grubby has to start fighting army and start trading because uThermal's got 0 on food. You can't replace army forever. I want to see Grubby make that call and just start fighting armies.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a period of this game where uThermal was 100 deaths behind his kill rate, and now he is rapidly pulling ahead of Grubby in KD.
Wow. Yeah, it's very
At
interesting,
this
actually.
point, uThermal needs to tell his skirms to drop their weapons and pick up an axe because everyone has to go on the home front and make some real resources.
Yeah.
He's about to run out.
He's low on food. Couple traction traps for Grubby, by the way. Yeah, uThermal's investing so much into these trebuchets. He doesn't have a single relic. Remember that. He's on paper money gold income. He's made 2 trebuchets. They just died. He's got 1 behind the castle. I'd be scared to even deploy here. And that castle in the front with no stone in the bank, if that castle goes down, it's not coming back up ever. And Grubby's got 2 traction traps on it right now. So Grubby, I think, has a more stable position thanks to his relics. Big fight on the front, though. Oh, can't fight those.
Yeah, but he just has so much money. I mean, he's so much food. He doesn't really care. Although, I mean, when you run out of wood, which Grubby has done, doesn't that kill your farm economy pretty quickly soon after?
Yeah.
You can't replace the farm.
It's not a huge concern, though. In 1 hour 30 timer, like, no one will run out of wood into food. Like, wood will stay on the map. The only time you run out of wood is if you get pressured off woodlands. So, like, that could happen.
Okay.
But if you've got the map control, there's tons of wood to take. So it's not worth even thinking about here. This Skirm army should die, by the way. Like, this Skirm army is prime time. Grubby's got to go with this Hussard. There's no Fire Lancer. You can take this all out. Again, 0 on food. uThermal can't remake army. At least not forever, that's for sure.
Yeah. 20 minutes left before score win, but I think Grubby might break him before then. It's tough to say.
Yeah.
I will say this game really made me appreciate how powerful traction trebs are because it's just annoying. They just with trebs you can snipe them a lot easier. You can stop the push. You can see what's going on, but traction trebs can just back up.
Yeah.
And it's like
This game really made me appreciate not playing the game because this is a much more comfortable position to be in. If I was in either of their shoes, I'd just be sweating profusely. Not just because of the temperature. This would be a nightmare to actually play.
Can you imagine the amount of clicks they're doing right now?
Yeah, imagine chat, each of you playing this game, and then get that heart rate lower because I know it's right up there at like 200 BPM. It's okay. We're not playing it. We're just watching it. We're safe.
Yeah, just a reminder of how much clicking is going on here. It's like massive fights. But right now, it's 200 army for Grubby, or 200 pop army for Grubby, and 110 for uThermal.
yeah.
Grubby is
uThermal
overtaking
crumbling.
uThermal's army for the first time ever.
Yep. That's actually,
I saw
it's
uThermal
crazy.
raise his hands. I think it's about a GG from him. It looks like he's about to give it in.
Dude, that's a frustrating game 1 loss, by the way. You've tried an hour and 12 minutes. You've sweated profusely. You've been, back and forth. You had some winning chances, but Grubby outlasts you with the relics. Can't complain too much. You did have a relic you didn't take, so I mean, there's only so much complaining you could do.
It.
And
I guess you have to
Grubby.
stick to your principles. If you don't want relics, you don't want relics.
Yes.
Oh, the king's under attack.
Actually, there's no murder hole, so
I think he might survive that one.
Eventually, that Hussar will get him.
It's 4 damage ahead, guys. In 1,000 years, the king will die here, so stay tuned.
Yes! Yes! Fuck yeah! Alright. Oh my god. That's a tough one. Alright, I'm a little too happy because it's just the first map. So it's kind of important. Relics. Relics were helpful. He forgot some upgrades here. I didn't have Thumb Ring at first. Thumb Ring kind of important. Though they're less important for Shanbei Raiders than Cavalry Archer. If I recall correctly, Shanbei have 80% accuracy versus 50% from normal CA. So the blow is softened a little bit. Guys, oh, and Bloodlines! Bloodlines was bad. Bloodlines was bad. You had 180 Hussar and Q at one point? 180? He had 50 villagers, 150 army. You had 150 villagers, 50 army. Dude, what the fuck?
Game champ.
What? That's crazy. We're going to Arabia.
Start the game already!
Ethiopians, Portuguese?
Guys, Game 2 has started. It's indeed an Arabia game, and we have the main civilizations for both players, Ethiopians versus Portuguese. Let's get excited for this one. It's a kind of a must-win for uThermal, in my opinion, because again, he still has 2 of Grubby's home maps, and I don't think he's going to be able to beat 2 arena games away from Grubby, so he's kind of have to win these Arabia games, try to equalize the score. Grubby in blue as the Ethiopians, and uThermal in red as the Portuguese. Talk about the Civ matchup, Atriok, and maybe Britt. What do you know about the Civ matchup, Britt? I'll give you the floor first.
So I know that the Portuguese, of course, Britain's oldest ally. Shout out to all of the Portuguese. It's great to see you guys. Thanks for putting up with Brits when we're on holiday. We think you guys are great. We'll always be there for you, little guys. And it's great. But most importantly with the Portuguese, because of course I know this off the top of my head, they have the organ. The lovely organ gun. That's a siege weapon, pretty similar to a Scorpion. And on this map, it's going to be really important when they whip out the Caravel. I think that's going to be a real game changer.
Yes.
Yes.
And could make all the difference.
This is a Caravel map for sure.
Any pawns? Yeah. Dude, Caravel control on the sides. That would be insane.
Absolutely.
That's
That'd
really
be
good.
Corners locked down,
Huge.
filled with Caravels.
They won't expect it.
Yeah, absolutely. uThermal with the Portuguese here, it's been his tried and tested Civ on Arabia. He likes to play towards Archers. Of course, maybe the Caravel tech in late game, but Archer opening seems to be his comfort zone. Problem is, playing Archers into Ethiopians that get Archers that fire faster, that could be a little bit of a risky gambit. Grubby, though, his Ethiopians, he plays towards Archers, but he plays a bunch of wacky styles. He's done forward ranges in his last set against Tig. He lost the game, but he did try it out. He can play Men-at-Arms. He's got a flexible opening, or wide range of opening strategies with Ethiopians. He's very experienced with them.
Yeah, I think the most important part of this matchup is that if you took both these players and picked the thing they most played, it's Arabia and these Civs.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most practiced thing for both players. So it's kind of like seeing them at their best, which is a pretty cool showdown.
Yeah, and talking about what we talked about earlier as well, like, whoever wins this game is going to feel like they're the better player because of what you talked about there. That's a huge confidence boost. Like, if Grubby wins this, he's going to be feeling great going to that, like, match point. If uThermal wins this, he'll be like, listen, I lost, the pussy-ass, fortified,
cheese-ass, walls up,
stone walls. Grubby on a real man's map can't match me. He'll be feeling good at that 1-1, so gotta keep that mental in check. Grubby's boar is safe at the back, but it's not so safe near uThermal scout here. Let's see.
Has he lamed? Has anyone successfully lamed a boar in this tournament?
Sing Sing. He lamed it from
Of course
Ayukshin,
it
I
would.
think.
It would be Sing Sing.
He lamed him like
Sing Sing lamed Ayukshin?
I think so, or someone else. Or Aqua. He named Aqua. It was ridiculous. Yeah, Sing Sing's a menace, bro.
That's crazy. Sing
That's
Sing.
BM. That is so
Super.
Oh, Lance lamed Waga too.
Yeah,
Grubby
lamed
lamed day 9? Oh, that's a
Yeah.
legend, bro. What are you doing? All right, but the boar's caught. He's got it. He's got it in.
He's got it in.
Or does he?
Pretty bad path
Kind
for
of a
that
weak Vil.
villager.
Ooh.
A little bit weak.
Kind of a weak Vil.
Yeah.
I mean, who would lose a boar? Well, who would lose a villager to a boar? That would be a disaster.
Yeah.
Really embarrassing.
Never seen that in one of your games, that's for sure.
No, sir.
Never.
No, sir.
All right, Boar gets a little bit of rot maxing though. A little bit of rot maxing going on for Grubby, but no Vil's dead at least, which is decent. uThermal, let's take a look at his town center. Looking a little bit better actually. So a small advantage to uThermal in the early game. Grubby with 1 second of idle TC. That's gonna keep him up at night. Yep.
Yes, sir. He's already behind. Yeah, I mean, uThermal, basically the perfect build so far. Perfect start. Everything clean. It didn't look like any bad rot. It's a nice.
Is that an early
dark age.
loom? You've got an early loom coming up from Grubby.
No, regular time actually. Regular time. And not for these players. Regular time for these players like 50 minutes, but
Yeah, I was going to say, that doesn't feel like a regular time for this tournament.
yeah. This tournament.
This tournament's never. It's after all your villagers are dead. You get loom.
Pick up the loom, but-
before you type GG.
It's pretty standard. Yeah, so it looks like uThermal's up a few seconds faster. H-Rock, why is that the case? Why is uThermal up a little faster? They're on the same pop, not a lot of idle TC time.
I think
Just built
did he-
different.
No, he did 19 instead of 20. Actually, that's the same, right? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But if
don't
I
know, he's
remember
more
correctly,
efficient.
is it maybe because the foragers generate wood in addition to... Well, they generate, in addition to food, right?
No.
Right?
Yeah.
No?
It
Damn
is
it.
good. That is a
Oh, well.
Portuguese bonus. We'll give you 2 points for that one, but it's
Thank you,
actually
thank you.
because the Portuguese research text faster. So when they research loom, it comes in a couple seconds faster. And
Oh,
therefore
interesting. I had no
Shooter
idea.
a
No,
little
that's
faster.
crazy. You were prompting me for a tech answer, and I was like, I think he just played better.
It's a sneaky bonus. It gives you like a 5-second advantage to feudal age, which doesn't matter in most scenarios, but it does sometimes let you get first move with the scout. So it's kind of interesting.
Is he going to lose his Vil? It's so annoying when you're going out to build. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't care.
It's fine. It's not
You
feudal
could
age.
stay
yet.
on that, maybe. Yeah, it's not feudal. Okay.
I think against lower level players, you'll stay. Grubby
They panic.
probably experienced enough. Yeah, he'll be fine. Grubby's actually going for the men at arms. He's going to wall up his map a little bit behind this. He's actually got a kind of a great map to wall off. Easy wall in the corner, easy walls here
Yeah,
and here, and then
beautiful map.
maybe it's a bit, bit much of a distance, but he'll manage that. Men at arms for the first punch. And it's going to be a stable for uThermal. He likes to do the stable into range style with Portuguese. Let's see if it works out for him.
His map's a little more open. Barry's a little exposed. Definitely Men-at-Arms can get some play here, but he is walling everything up ahead of time. Seems like he
Yeah.
knows what's coming.
Yeah, I
no
think those
real
men at arms
issues.
got spotted by the scout cav.
Yeah.
I think.
He knows about them
So he
somehow.
should know.
Yeah, because he's preparing for them. Like, you wouldn't make these walls if you didn't know the men-at-arms are coming. So I think, was the scout cap that scouted that one out? I actually would like the scout cap to go back. Grubby's going to set up some archers behind this. But right now, the big storyline is whether or not these men-at-arms can get some value at uThermal's base.
It's basically only the berries that can do something. It's these two villagers in the front of the berries are the weak point.
Yeah. You could
If
just
he
move
snipes them, it's nice. Yeah, you could just walk them away.
It's
But
still open.
Is that open?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's open.
Oh no! The villager walked outside to build the wall.
It's okay.
But she gets away. She
Yeah,
gets
it's
away.
okay. Close, but it's okay. That's good.
But he did chase you off the berries, so it's something. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
like it was a crazy investment from Grubby.
Yep. And he's looking to just trade off against the scouts. Now, uThermal, a lot of players, especially the pros, like to just avoid them in an arm fight. They're just going to go for the counterattack. And I think uThermal is thinking the same thing. There's a spear coming as well. Could be a little bit of an interception. We'll see if he gets a hit. Oh, actually, good play from both.
Oh! He's fighting it.
Good micro, too. Grubby's happy with that, though. Got a lot of damage on the scouts.
Yeah. And the Man-at-Arms just hitting the stable. Probably going to do a loop. The gold is
And it's
exposed.
normal now for Grubby to just go, well, try and do a loop, and then uThermal was going to go on the offense with the scout cav.
Yeah, this is standard. This is standard. He'll force some spears from Grubby. to keep him honest and prevent like a super fast caster behind this. Maybe he'll snipe a couple of vills, but if he finds nothing, he can always send the scouts back to defend. Remember, the mobility here from the scouts is the big idea. You can attack and defend, whereas the men-at-arms are kind of locked in only attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. If he did want to, Grubby could loop the men-at-arms around once more and get to the goal, which is totally open, but he's choosing not to do that. He's staying on this side of the wall.
uThermal villager.
Oh, there's an estranged villager.
Oh, the scout. No, he gets it out. So
Could've
far,
committed,
no
but-
damage.
Yes, it's been minimal damage. Idle TC though from uThermal at 40 seconds, potentially.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I think he lost some
That's a
scouts to a spear in the middle. Did kill the spear, but he's lost 2 scouts to that. So looks like Grubby is feeling confident to just move out. We're gonna have Fletching, a Horse Crawler coming in. So Grubby is staying on track with all of his techs, and honestly, uThermal's being forced into skirmishers. Not where you want to be with Portuguese. They get a discount on gold units, and oh my god, Villager just left for no reason.
Oh no. The uThermal classic.
Yeah.
A villager just dying.
Middle of the map. You could sometimes quick wall those, but it'll go down. That's a Vill dead. First Vill kill of the game goes to Grubby, who's running into some skirms though. This could be nasty.
Oh yeah, losing these archers would help uThermal stabilize. Dang. This is actually pretty good pressure from Grubby in that, like, he's not spending too much money. He's just doing the minimal amount of stuff to put pressure on and make your opponent uncomfortable.
Yeah. Excellent
Which
micro
is
from
pretty
Grubby.
cool.
Excellent micro.
Grubby's
taking out
micro,
the
yeah,
skirm.
he's like doing more.
Yeah. He's also pressuring
With
the
less.
men-at-arms. Men-at-arms kill the scout. This is fantastic. He might even kill an archer. He's getting so much value from units that should be past their prime. A bit of an opening here in the wood line. This villager could be in trouble. Ethiopian archers do fire faster. He's going to kill that villager. It's the second kill of the game in terms of villagers. Another couple of uThermal villagers. It's been the problem for him all the time.
Yeah. And you combine that with the idle TC, and now Grubby's got a 3 or 4 villager lead.
Yeah.
Which is just a great feudal. To be among 2 equal players, 3 or 4 villager lead is like almost all you can ask for outside of things going crazy.
So archers on the
I
field
assume
for
we're going to be
Grubby.
going to castle pretty soon.
Yeah, it's always in the back of their minds. So Grubby has like almost like kind of full walls. Not quite. I think he really should close that off just to play it safe. But full walls, you can always decide to cut production, market and up. You have these, windows where you can just squeeze Castle Age instead of committing more to Feudal Age. But if you're not walled and you do it, it could be risky. But Grubby smartly walls up here. That's very, very smart. I like that. By the way, thank you to Pig for the raid. Pig is sitting pretty in the grand finals. I don't know if Pig is going to go to sleep now or what, but Pig, congrats on a great tournament so far. Shout out to Pig in the chat. He is
Shout out
in
to
the grand
Pig.
finals. He's the best player of the tournament so far, but he's got to get one more set done to take the whole thing home. And right now we're just fighting amongst the losers to figure out who's worthy enough to step up to Pig again. But Pig is the only guy undefeated in the tournament so far.
Did you decide if
Pig
there's
is
an
able
advantage?
to rest up, then his opponent kind of has to basically play a best of 5 straight into another best of 5, right?
Yes, exactly that. So H-Rock was talking about advantage as well, and Spiffing Brit has called it. It's the advantage of the rested. So Pig gets to rest, he gets to watch his opponents, he gets to practice some builds. He can do whatever he wants in the next few hours. There's no actual advantage though, to answer your question, H-Rock. There's no like map win, there's no like draft advantage. Honestly, I don't really like those too much. I would have maybe done a small advantage, but I like just the resting being enough. And
No,
that looks
that's
like a
fine.
clean set,
That's the best of 5 for it all. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Grubby's so good at this, by the way. It's one of his scariest attributes. He takes
Yes.
small amounts of archers and he puts them all around your base, and he makes you lose vills, get uncomfortable, panic your economy. He's so good at doing multiple attacks at once with little armies he doesn't care about. He doesn't mind if he loses these, but they do damage.
Yeah, and he's often good at keeping them alive. Like, he wouldn't throw them away. Like, a lot of times, people get caught up in, like, okay, I'll put four archers here. They just leave them. They die. They get no time. They don't really buy much. They might kill a villager, but then you lose them so fast. But Grubby's going to run them back, kind of bother uThermal. He might even loop them around and go for another raid. But speaking of these raids, uThermal actually hit a nice raid behind Grubby's woodline, forced a lot of villagers to reposition. And by the way, it's kind of an even game. Grubby's got a few extra villagers, sure. Up to Castle Age a little bit faster, okay. But uThermal is also up to Castle Age, and they're both just spamming range units. And skirmishers from uThermal technically counter archers. He's in a decent position, somehow.
Yeah, I'm surprised by this. He's really kind of pulled it back. The fact that there's so few seconds between their castle age, despite the idle TC time, despite the villager difference, despite the harassing, pretty good plays.
Yeah, it's almost like a question mark as to why that's the case. Like Grubby, like idle TC time has been solid. Rest collected is a bit ahead, but somehow we just have less in the tank. We're gonna go for the second range right now. Maybe we've lost a few extra units.
Yeah, one thing that's strange is that Grubby has not yet got bid axe. You know, 21 minutes is a kind of a wild upgrade to miss.
Yeah, I just forgot about that because you never get horse collar over bid axe. That's like a cardinal sin. It looks like he's forgotten about bid axe. That could be one of the reasons why he's gotten an even castle time despite the villager advantage. Second range for him though is nice. He can catch up in these archer and skirmisher numbers, but uThermal's closing in on these range units, and I think uThermal's actually doing quite well. He might even be considered to be winning right now somehow.
Would you say that really? I mean, he's still down 5 vills. That's pretty big for this time of game.
I value, like in Archer v Archer, I value the momentum because here's the thing, like 5 villagers doesn't really matter if you've got 5 villagers just sitting idle at a woodline or 5 villagers running back and forth, and especially when the siege comes in, the siege can be such an asymmetrical swing. If you just get a nice shot with some mangonels, kill a bunch of units, suddenly those 5 villagers are just spending your resources on units that are dying to mangonels and whatnot. So momentum for me in an Archer war, super important. Forward siege, using that momentum beautifully. uThermal is. I like this push. I think it's solid.
Yeah, there's the forward siege. Do either of these, does Portuguese get rocket carts, or is it they're also mangonels?
It's double mangonels. What's your kind of vibe around the rocket cart? You a fan of it, or kind of weird?
It seems super strong to me, but I don't play them, so I don't know if they're weaker. It just seems like a better mangonel, but maybe I'm dead wrong. I would want to know more about.
When my opponents use them, they're too strong. When I use them, they're too weak.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
I actually agree with that, by the way. I 100% agree with that. That's exactly my opinion. I'm not joking. Opponent's rocket cart, unkillable. My rocket cart does 0 damage. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's kind of my vibe.
Devs, please fix.
I usually just like to have a mangonel. Dude, I'm kind of a purist. I want a mangonel. I want a knight. I don't want an elephant. I don't want a rocket cart. I want the classics. You know,
everything from 2001. Yeah, that's what you want.
Yes, that's what I want, bro. How I grew up with the game is how I want to play it right now. But these new DLCs are killing me.
All right, well, 2 Archer players going head-to-head in an Archer war in the height of Castle Age.
Where's that villager going to go up front? Is that going to be a forward tower?
She's got a lot of
Could be
confidence.
uThermal villager just like going to die. That's
Yeah. Wait.
so possible that it's not building anything at all.
Yeah.
Maybe it's repairs.
Maybe repairs on the mangonel, maybe a uThermal, maybe it's stuck in the control group. I think usually what you do is you make houses. Yeah, there we go. And then you come in for the repair when needed. Mangonel v mangonel, very important, guys. The mangonel is 295 resources. Killing the opponent's mangonel and keeping yours alive is super important. Here we go. Get some value. That villager is dead.
uThermal classic. Oh, he goes for the split.
Oh.
Doesn't quite get it yet. The mangonel micro. So hard to do. I have not learned it at all. And it's so important because if the mangonels start winning versus each other, it snowballs so quickly.
Yeah, and by the way, so far, major advantage uThermal. He's killed a couple units and sniped the mangonel due to superior archer micro. Grubby is on the back foot with skirmishers, and I talked about this being his weakest position. I don't like when he gives up the map control, but at least this time, he's not tried to boom with an extra talent center. At least he's trying to fight it back with ballistics, with mangonels. So Grubby's doing what he needs to do, which is great, but he is getting outpaced and outplayed so far.
Oh,
good bounce back, though. Huge for Grubby. Huge for Grubby.
So big. If that gets dodged, this snowballs a lot harder. Nice
no ballistics?
Grubby.
No ballistics for uThermal, whereas ballistics is coming in. That's attack that lets you shoot moving targets with all range units, but it's getting harassed a lot here. Grubby loses the mangonel. That's terrible. You gotta go back.
Trying to snipe it with skirms. She's doing a pretty good job.
And decent micro here, but ooh, at the same time loses his own.
Oh, loses another mangonel. Yes, the mangonel
my God.
micro.
Grubby has lost everything. Grubby has lost everything,
whoa,
ladies and gentlemen.
no.
uThermal is going crazy. He's also got the archers on the right.
Push.
I would have known.
Be a god.
I placed a bet on uThermal. I knew it. I knew it.
This is huge. Spiffing Brit's the leading most paid, you know.
He's made so much
Welcome
money.
to the King's Gauntlet sports betting analysis section.
Yeah, this range is going to go down. The mangonels, you can't really clear them without your own mangonels. So Grubby, despite it not working, he's just locked into doing more of the same. And it's unfortunate to be on the back foot here. uThermal is just so solid with his Siege Archer micro.
Yeah, I mean, if these mangonels get on Grubby Siege Workshop and take it down, you're out of options.
Yeah.
Once that hits that,
I do like this from
you're not
Grubby,
gonna
though.
have the money.
Like 3
Look
ranges.
at the harassing though from uThermal. That's
Beautiful,
really
eh?
nice.
The two crossbows.
Same thing on the
I
right
called
side
him
as
Grubby
well.
for that, but he's doing the same thing. Actually, he's doing it almost even better.
Yeah.
On
I will
both
say, though-
sides, that's
Oh, okay.
Ooh, there goes
Despite
the
the
mangonel.
I will say, guys, Vilcount's actually even, more or less, right? If Grubby can actually stabilize, he's got the ballistics, you can move out, pick up the stray units, push back across the map. You just need a little bit of momentum and some good plays with your mangonels. This game is still even, more or less, in terms of economy. So keep that in mind as we see these next few fights unfold. Keep in mind, though, as well, at the same time, we have 3 mangonels to 1. So the advantage is in the uThermal side.
yeah. But in the background, Grubby got the second wood upgrade and horse collar, both of which uThermal doesn't have.
Yep.
So with the same number of vills, Grubby's actually getting a lot more resources.
Momentum, though, a big thing. And uThermal is getting first move onto this wood line. Some skirmishers to defend. With full upgrades, skirmishers can hold the line a little bit here. It's not too bad. You could also try to pincer these guys. Look at this, though. This is beautiful.
Yeah, those 2 crossbows are so annoying.
So annoying.
You have to run 15 villages away from the gold. Oh, that's such a frustrating experience.
Getting an archer across the map. I hope this guy can deal with it for Grubby's sake, but if uThermal
I think
micros...
Thermal's also split up his
Oh, the micro.
mangonels. He knows his opponent only has 1, so he's kind of trying to pressure multiple sides of the map at the same time.
Yeah, super smart.
I mean, Grubby's doing the thing that is just the worst feeling in the world, where you have this mass migration of vills all over your base. You walk all the way across, and then you're being harassed there. You walk all the way across again.
Yeah.
Everybody's idle. It just feels terrible. And,
Yeah,
Yeah, those poor villagers.
You gotta
they
get
just
more
have, they
active.
want to work. They
You gotta
want to
get more
work.
active with your defense, though. Like, you can't defend behind your woodlands. You gotta break the wall and get out here. Because if you're just
Yeah.
sitting behind here, like, uThermal can choose to fight or not. And Grubby's never actually dealing with any problem. He's just kind of delaying it, which is not great on defense. Loses the mangonel.
Oh no.
Terrible news for Grubby. That's crazy. uThermal's
Oh,
That is
kicking
one
ass,
thing
though.
You screamed at me during a lot of practice games. You said, if this is the situation, delete your wall, get your skirms outside of
Yeah.
it, and try to push them away.
Yeah.
Because if
By
you're
the
stuck
way-
on the inside, you get torn apart.
H-Rock, getting coaching from the best AV2 player is not a bad thing. Stop acting like the victim because I'm screaming at you. You deserved every single yell that I did in the coaching
No,
session.
but Lewis didn't coach me. He wasn't available. I didn't get any help from Lewis. I got the second best AV player to help me out. He was pretty good, and you screamed at me a lot. But unfortunately, I kept asking, and I just couldn't get.
That's good. H-Rock, when you're awake, when you're awake, you have some good banter, all right? It's good to see. You just have to wake up more. You got some good banter. That's good.
I can't wait for King's Gauntlet 2 to be at 6 a.m. That way I can.
There's a monk, by the way. This monk is just...
There's
Oh.
a monk. Dude,
There
Grubby
was a
loves
monk.
the relics, but it doesn't matter what he's always gonna go for it.
Yeah. There's a lot of villagers. Yeah, it's just pain. And uThermal bounces
GG.
back.
Hey,
GG.
dominant game.
How many
Very
ICs did
impressive
he have?
game, just to be honest. That was a really good, best Civ versus best Civ Arabia. Definitely a statement game from uThermal.
You had a 5 villager lead, then he went for army, you didn't. I made army though. I was a bit late with the armor on skirms. He's 1 TC all in, yeah? Oh my god, the overchop. It's just my wood line gets harassed. It's annoying. I won the early game build order, but I probably needed a tower on the gold. Very good feudal. Yeah, good feudal. He made the earlier mangonel and micro war. I had the better unit, skirm against crossbow. Though his crossbows do... Yeah, I had the better unit. He does a little bit more damage to mangonels. Grubby, Harry said you have to get more active with defending, delete the wall and get out and defend. Yeah, makes sense. I was thinking about doing it too, but... What did I play so far? Woo, Ethiopians. My bid axe was late too.
Start the game already!
Let's go. Burgundian mirror, I guess. Oh, Bohemian. Yeah, makes sense.
118。一会儿 vos
I
outros.
vai, recolhe.
Oh, it's no big deal. But listen, guys, Burgundians versus Bohemians, a meta matchup. It's
Wow.
a pro matchup.
Ooh, the meta.
Talk to me about the civs or anything while I set up the cams. Never mind, it's completely done. I'll take it from here, guys. Burgundians for Grubby. He likes to play with the light cav and play for the relic control. And uThermal, thanks for picking Arena. I'm a specialist, actually. Well, he jokes about being a bad Arena player, but he's picked up the Bohemians here. And Bohemians are one of the best civs, if not the best civs, the best civ on Arena due to their strong late-game gunpowder, really good economy, great monks, and a great balanced composition
Wait,
overall.
did you see what Grubby did? I love doing that. When someone on ladder tries to banter with you and you just hit him with a GLHF, it's like, shut the fuck up and play.
It's really good.
It's like the nicest way to say, like, I don't want to talk. I'm here to...
Yeah. It's so
I do
good.
it on, like, Warcraft ladder all the time. Someone's like, hey, I saw you in the tournament or whatever. And I'm like, GLHF. And I'm not going to respond to you again. That's all I'm going to say. I'm being polite, but I don't want to talk. I just want to play.
There was
And
a moment. There was a moment where H-Rock was not streaming. We were doing some off-stream practice games in Age of Empires 2. And then he gets matched against a guy who says, he pauses and he's like, Sec, I gotta close the stream. Like, brother, H-Rock's not streaming. What stream are you closing? Absolutely hilarious. H-Rock hit him with a good luck, have fun immediately.
Yeah, that's all I say.
That's too good.
'Cause I don't want to get screenshotted yelling at him or something. So I just say GLHF and I mute, bro. I move on.
It's good fun.
But okay, we got this matchup. I mean, you know, uThermal is, I think his weakness on Arena is not that he's a bad player. He's an amazing player, but that he picked Bohemians and you know his plan. All he wants to do is have nothing happen, get to the late game, get the Hoofnies and the upgraded, the Halberdiers, and then move into your base with castles and just push you down. And it's a great plan. It's a strong plan, but you know what it is. And so people have, you know, Captain Lance famously, but you can exploit that a bit. You can attack on weird timings. You can try to get around it. And
would you expect Grubby to do that? Would you really think?
not
that Grub
really.
Meister
No,
would
you're right. You're right. I
attempt
think Grubby's going to play as standard as possible and just beat him straight up.
Yeah.
Is his plan at least. But
By the way,
It's gonna be
speaking of
tougher.
exploiting your opponent's weaknesses or habits, there's been a record low of exploiting Grubby's slow Burgundian start. Like, seriously. Like, in the finals, if Grubby makes it past this, like, Captain Lance might actually expose this Burgundian's pick with some kind of forward castle, because Burgundians famously have to go up 1 or 2 pop later because they're going to play the light cap, and also they're trying to pick up the eco upgrades. It's a greedy approach. It's very good, but it can be hard punished with like a forward castle or something. So I just feel like uThermal with the Bohemians, it's a bit predictable, H-Rock, because we know his style is to play towards late game, but he can easily just mix it up, go for that forward castle himself, and just start her sight wagon all in onto Grubby's
no,
Burgundian.
that's what I'm saying. It's not. He can't do that. uThermal physically cannot change on that front. I would bet dollars to donuts, bro. He's going to do his plan. He's unshakable.
Yeah, it's got to be unlikely, because especially when you're on a map you're slightly more uncomfortable with, right? You know Grubby's confident with it. I mean, sure, there is the classic thing of you go all in, you try something different and see how it rolls. But as Hera has been saying for most of this tournament, stick with what you know and what you practice.
Yeah.
Don't try and deviate too much.
Yeah, that's kind of a good point. And I think overall, I still kind of believe in that. Still wish, you know, with a bit of preparation, we could see something a little spicy. But, you know, fair enough. I'm okay with this. Obviously, Grubby's home map. I'm okay with uThermal playing what's comfortable. And if he's comfortable just booming, which it looks like he is, nothing too spicy happening so far, then we'll see exactly that. Maybe a late game, nice late game battle.
Yeah, I mean, it
we got a
should be
nice
a
big one.
truly powerful late game battle. Unlike the other map, Regicide Fortress, where there's so much space and you can kind of run around him the way Grubby did, you kind of have to fight on this map. It's a straight shot to the opponent's base. It's flat land, no hills, and you can just get a forward castle and push.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
it's better for uThermal's solid comp, solid style.
Yeah.
So if you were to put a Twitch points prediction, you'd actually put it into uThermal, would you?
I would never bet against you. every
hypothetically-
game has been rigged in your favor.
Hypothetically, I would
got
favor
the fixes
Grubby.
in.
I'll favor Grubby. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Grubby with the Burgundians has beaten Bohemians from Pig yesterday in his last set.
True.
And also, Pig is a practiced Bohemian player on Arena. He's played a bunch of games with Bohemians. He knows what he's doing. uThermal, not saying he doesn't know what he's doing, just saying he's maybe not as practiced as Pig. And so Grubby must be feeling at least very confident. It's the safe bet. He's the favorite. But maybe, you know, maybe uThermal's micro is the difference maker in this matchup compared to what Pig brought.
The path of the
possible.
righteous grub. Got me faster.
Let's just hope that uThermal remembers that relics exist on the map.
Unlikely. Dude, he had a relic in his back pocket and refused to pick it up.
Yeah, in an hour 20 game and said no.
Yeah, but
not
we know
for
that
me.
was aura farming because he just hates Regicide. He
Maybe.
takes this one seriously.
Yeah, maybe this game he switches it up. You know, maybe triple monastery, all in on the relics. Grubby's got the nice scout lead though. He's just kind of peppering up the scout from uThermal. Thermal continues to run, and no reason to turn around and fight. You can just run until you run into your base, and you're happy with that. Faster feudal age for uThermal. This is par for the course, of course. Burgundians tend to just wait a little bit more, a couple more villagers, and he'll be up in no time as well.
Do Burgundians have any like special late game advantage? Any what's their like god tier comp?
They
or
get
whatever?
money from farms,
Yeah.
which is useful.
Is that it? Is that their thing?
That's unironically what they're leaning on. So they have decent gunpowder with extra damage, but their army is always weaker than Bohemians. They're relying on relic gold, maybe a little bit of tempo, and they're relying on the vineyards. So Spiff is actually spot on there.
In terms of like relic placement, is it favoring Grubby slightly? I mean, it's
Take a look.
okay. No, it's kind of even.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of even. Problem is, it's like, yeah, no, I think it's closer to Grubby. Like these three are closer to Grubby. If you have three closer to you, you can maybe start targeting the ones that are further, keeping these guys, for later. You can do a lot of cool plays like that, and maybe end up with even all five in some cases. But
I
honestly,
feel like if all 5 relics were in front of uThermal's gate, it would favor Grubby. uThermal's not
true.
gonna grab these, dude. It's all. Maybe he learned from the last game.
no, but his build is like a boom build. It's gonna be a market blacksmith. We don't have a stable. You're not on stones. No castle drop. So unless he goes to like a triple monastery, which I was joking about earlier, he's not contesting the relics. I think he's just gonna boom, give up the relics, go for the economy.
How many big booms do you give it?
He'll probably go for like a 3 or 4 TC, I guess.
Okay.
5 probably, right? 5 big booms.
You can fit in the 5 big booms, no problem.
Oh, did I miss something? I might have missed something.
That's
You
okay.
never heard of the
you
big
just,
booms?
No.
Even I, as an uncultured British
He's from
person,
the UK.
I'm aware of the big booms.
Hair doesn't know. I'm still lost. I'm not gonna lie. We'll just talk back about the game. Faster castlets for uThermal. Give some generic commentary so I can move on. I'm not understanding what's going on.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay.
Smart,
I understand.
well played, good casting.
Scrambling.
Yeah, it's scrambling. Looking for something to latch onto. Horse collar. That's horse collar coming in for uThermal.
Horse collar! Wait a minute, horse collar!
Nobody's ever done that. What the fuck?
Wait, he's making the cardinal sin. Did he not get Binax?
Yeah,
He
he's
got
picking
horse
him
collar
now.
first?
Yeah. Actually,
Holy.
horse collar first is actually decent here. It's an exception.
Then why'd you say it was a cardinal sin not 10 minutes ago?
Because I'm a caster. Whatever says right. That's how it is. It's just
said
talking,
so.
bro.
You're just trying to
talking.
say stuff. Bro, this guy doesn't know Age of Empires. He says, oh, it's a fake, dude. He's faking it. He's faking it until he makes
The
it.
thing is,
Literally an hour ago, you were going to excommunicate a player because of that, and now here you are being like, no, it actually makes
Yeah, it
sense.
doesn't matter.
You've got to trust me. When Mercury's in retrograde, it's actually the smart pick.
I mean, I've been called out in a few casting comments, and I've just, I have to say, like, I've been casting like 12 hours a day. You can probably get a compilation of me just saying some
something that doesn't
garbage.
make sense.
Yes.
Oh, 100%. True.
Stable for Grubby.
Yeah, I've been putting in the hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stable
I'm
for Grubby.
actually amazed by your stamina. Like, even how do you even have the energy? Is it just all from the food?
Well, never a missed opportunity to mention the food, but I am drinking a couple of Red Bulls, not sponsored by the way, but they do send me them for free. So hey, there's that. And
up.
I guess like I just love it. Honestly, I just love it. It's really fun. It's like when I did the Warcraft streams. I was just playing 12 hours a day. I just like gaming.
Your
so
stamina
there's-
is incredible, especially
Sarah's body's a
considering the fact
machine.
that you've got to
That turns-
entertain people, you've got to analyze stuff,
Yeah.
and of course, as H-Rock is saying, you are a machine that turns what into what exactly?
Turns Uber Eats into Age of Empires commentary. It's an incredibly efficient machine. You just feed it
The
in
pipeline.
snacks and food, and out comes yapping about Age of Empires.
If I land
No
an
one
Uber
can do
Eats
it.
sponsorship, I might become a billionaire, or I might go broke because I'm just their best customer. Oh, you thermal villager!
They would make money on you. They would sponsor you and make money.
Yeah, for sure. But by the way, thermal villager comes out.
Did he uThermalville again? At this
You
point, it's
thermal
like,
Deville.
I'm actually kind of mad.
Why-
Dude. Stop doing
why
it.
did it
You're
go
throwing
out?
Yeah,
What was-
it's crazy.
What was the point of it?
He
what was the
rallies
point?
his
So-
thing in the middle of the mast.
He just missed. He
middle of
just
the map.
missed rallies. He's doing it again. He's coming out again. There's no loom.
Dude, this is
A
crazy.
mega loom in the chat, please. A uThermal villager's coming out. His fallen brethren. He can open the gate.
He's
Oh my
just
god.
Feeding
Oh my
lootless
god.
villagers into
Banging on the
mall.
wall.
Oh god. He almost opened the gate. That
saved
was
it.
so close to just losing the game. But anyway,
coming
it's
out.
fine. Just one lost bill. 4 boom. 4 TC boom, by the way. So it's just all that boom. Grubby's on 3 TC plus the monastery.
4 TC. Okay, smart.
Yeah, you like this.
There's a
H-Rock.
monk going out. The first monk is hitting the building.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it a lot because this is unlike the Regicide game. He's saying, hey, if I'm not going to fight for the relics, I'm going to get 4 TCs, boom, and then hit faster. I'm going
Yeah.
to hit my 130 vills faster. I'm going to hit my late game goal faster. And I'm going to beat you before the relics matter.
Yeah.
Which is
With
like
the confidence, like all of these gates are harassed. He knows that he can go for like the furthest relic, safely pick it up. He's got no contest happening here.
Yeah, this is great. That's actually a good read from Grubby. Just going for the furthest relic first, just in case uThermal has something coming out later. You can just take the furthest one first, and then take the close ones later, which are easier to pick up and grab there. So Grubby will land on 5 relics. Let me remind the chat here that Burgundian relics give food in addition to gold. It's a nice little bonus that they have. It's super nice.
Wow.
I got to say, I don't know what the meta is, but you can't fight for no relics on a boom like this, right? Isn't it crazy that uThermal just doesn't care? I feel like that is such an advantage you're giving away.
Like, take a look at the res collected. In a standard game, if this was not Burgundians, I think uThermal should pull ahead. Because it's Burgundians, with like faster eco upgrades and relics coming in, I think Grubby will stay ahead in economy despite the boom. I think it's a lazy strat from uThermal. It's his comfort strat, but like, it's just not good gameplay into Burgundians. You'll never see a pro game that just gives out the relics for free to Burgundians. To other Civ, okay. To Burgundians, probably never.
Yeah, and it's just, it's a little, I don't know, the word is not right, but I'm thinking arrogant. It's almost like I think that I can win with my timing boom push. I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay on my walls. And I just feel like against someone as good as Grubby, that's punishable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super risky to go for that.
When would this timing push come in though? Like, is
Imp.
it going to be? Okay, but when will imp hit? Like 30?
No, a bit earlier. I think like 27 or 28 minutes. We have to start thinking about moving out. But maybe like by the time the push hits, it's like 30 minutes. Yeah, around there. So we got like 10 more minutes of setup plus booming. And then we'll be at like 120 bills at that point, and you have a legitimate boom, like a legitimate, push after that. The thing is, Grubby's gonna have a similar power level, and Grubby doesn't have to win the fight. He just has to meet him in the middle or meet him behind the walls and just kind of chill, let the relics cook, and just play from there, trading gold units back and forth until uThermal runs out of gold. That's kind of like the general game plan for Grubby, and we've already seen him do it once in the Regicide Fortress game. He can play a late game. He can play a grindy late game, no problem.
Yeah, that was a hell of a late game. One of the most fun games I think I've seen. Also, the fact that you had to cast that game off of the back of yet another legendary game seems kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What a nice job.
Thank you. Burgundians here, down to 10 vills, but again, still up the rest collected. Oh, is this a uThermal? A Grubby uThermaling a villager? No, he's gonna go for forward castle. Oh wow, okay.
It's a forward castle, yeah.
Forward castle.
He just wants to get that, start boxing him in already.
Yeah, I don't mind this. Also, we haven't seen the patented Grubby relics yet, by the way. Sorry, not Grubby relics. We've seen those. The Grubby outposts. Here we go. Yeah, we've seen the outposts now. He just can't help himself. He needs to go for some outposts and some vision. He's about to click up the Imperial Age though, and he's gonna have the University at the back just in time. Get that imp click. You can't be late on that imp click. There it is. One of my last sessions with Grubby, he sent me actually the day before the tournament started at my 2 a.m. He sent me 3 replays on Arena. I reviewed just one of them, but I told him the most important thing, the most important takeaway is that you got to get your imp time, down, because if you're late to imp when you're playing Gunpowder, it's disastrous. And Grubby tries to go for the middle of the map castle, changed it to the top. Why? The minerals. Wants to control these 3 stone.
He wants to
and
get
gold.
that gold, that stone.
Beautiful.
Again, when this happens, uThermal can't even just trade evenly because he will run out of the gold in his base so quickly. And then you're just done. You don't have the relics. You don't have the gold outside your base. You have to win the push and get out on the map with your first big Imperial push.
Yep. And like Grubby's just beating him to imp, right? Like Wheelbarrow's only not coming in. We haven't even clicked imp. We do have our buildings, which is nice. So like uThermal is in a decent spot for what he's trying to do, but Grubby is picking up the map. Like he picked the castle position. There's no competition to the map. No one's contesting anything, so you just pick a castle spot. Okay, I'm gonna push from here. He gets down their vision. It's so much more comfortable. Take a look at uThermal, what he sees. He's got no vision. He does not know anything that's happening on this map.
He's got no idea that all of the gold is getting vacuumed up
Yep.
by Henry Hoover just outside of his walls. Poor guy.
He also doesn't have any. He doesn't have a lot of space for production facilities because you're trapped in your base. You have to somehow fit all the barracks and archery range and siege workshops that you want, but also all the farms and also the 4 TCs. So you're really cramped.
And by the way, all the production on the front is directly in Grubby's vision. So Grubby's sitting here like, oh, okay, siege workshop on the front. Okay, we might see the range soon. Because of course there's no space really at the back. I mean, fit a few buildings, but generally speaking, production will come down on the front. Grubby's gonna see that and know exactly what's coming. All the eco upgrades coming in for Grubby. He's setting up for the late game now.
Walling his gate.
Yep, it's really cute actually. Walling the gate.
He's walling his gate. That's so wild.
He's gonna force uThermal to delete a wall before moving out. And if you delete a wall, suddenly Grubby can just attack you, right? So
Yeah, he
kind
can
of
run
interesting.
in. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, yeah, uThermal's got 20 vil lead, certainly an advantage, and certainly his first push will be strong. But it has to be strong. It has to be so good. You have to get this castle down. You have to reclaim your gold. You have to start blowing up Grubby's forward archery ranges. You got to get the outposts out from all your vision. You have to. There's a lot you have to do with this first push, and Grubby's not going to let you do that easily.
Loom coming
So I don't
in
know,
for
man.
uThermal. That's good.
Oh, Loom. Yeah, that's an early Loom.
27 minutes.
Not the standard timing there. uThermal maybe showed us something different. Okay, it's going to be light cap for Grubby. And he's going to take straight into Hussar, by the way. So it's looking like it's going to be Hand Cannoneer Hussar, a good combo. And then the Siege is likely to be Bombard. Remember, all the Burgundian Gunpowder does, I think, 20% more damage. Maybe 25%, something like that. It's pretty solid.
How do you feel about the castle positioning down to the south? Because it's not near the minerals. It's kind of more just mirrored away.
I think it's nice because it's outside the gate of uThermal, and it's also far enough to the point where uThermal has to step out to fight it, which I think is good. And considering we've walled in these gates, uThermal is actually hard-pressed to bring army onto the field if he wants to move out. He could kill the houses, obviously. It's not the biggest deal, but, like, I mean, this is just nasty.
I mean, it
He's
is
going
kind
to be
of...
trebbing down the siege workshop in a second.
Oh, dear.
Man, I just think Grubby's been a little more active here. I don't know how it's going to play out, but you're kind of on the back foot already.
uThermal did something nice.
There's the wall.
Yeah, there's the walled fleet. He's going to move out.
Waited.
uThermal got Chemistry and Castle Age and already started making the Hand Cannoneer. This is a unique thing that the Bohemians can do. They don't have to wait till imp for Chemistry. So he's already making the Gunpowder. Bomber Cannon's already coming out. So he's got, he's on the back foot, but he's got a lot of his power units coming out. And he's looking to, it's a prison break right now. It's a big breakout, maybe a castle drop or something. Here we go.
Yeah, I think he was going to try and push out for it, but then he's realized suddenly the enemy is actually much closer than he expected.
Yeah, I think so as well. It's exactly what happened. He backed up and just looking to take a little bit more time. Does have the pikes, no halberd upgrade, but it's decent enough to push out. Cannons in the back, gotta snap those bombards.
Okay, you really want the bombards to kill the Treb here. And just slow down this destruction of your production facilities.
Yeah, beautiful play.
It's going to be a real bombard war, huh? It's going to be like bombard v bombard, just dodging and...
Bohemian Bombard is way better in the late game once all the tech comes in. I'll let you guys know what the tech does once it does come through. But just keep in mind that Bohemian Bombards in the end are way better. In early game though, Burgundian Bombards are slightly stronger. Hand Cannoneer movements.
Do they both get that siege tech you talked about? Engineers? Siege engineers?
Siege engineers? No, that's one of the techs that Bohemians have as an advantage. They can get extra range on their bombards. That's huge in a bombard war, getting that +1 range. It's not
they get
in yet, though.
and siege engineers? That is pretty big.
And another tech. Their unique tech makes them move faster. So like the triple tech on their cannons. It's insane.
So their late game is just significantly better, right? If it just comes down to a full
But
I guess there's money on Grubby's
Yeah,
side. There's free food,
exactly.
free gold. Yeah, okay, I see.
you got
It's an interesting
better units,
paradox.
less of them, and more time like press. You got to fight and fight fast. Whereas Grubby's just happy trading here. Any 1-for-1 trade is good for Grubby. And so far, he's got some good micro here.
I see. Interesting. It's an interesting matchup because I do think that, yeah, uThermal's getting his dream comp already. It's super solid. And these bombards are going to push out. But if he starts losing them, he can't get the gold back easily. Again, it's worth noting
and he did
that
lose his treb.
his nearest gold is right above him under Grubby's castle. And that is going to be important so soon.
Bombard's coming out.
Yeah, actually-
Grubby's going to pick one off. Go ahead, Brett.
I was going to say, yeah, like uThermal was basically almost out of gold in his base. He had like 27 villagers on it, and then is now down to 2. He's
they're
got,
homeless.
I think, 1 pile,
Yeah.
and his villagers are doing the conga inside of his base, and that's fine.
He has
Yeah.
this little 4-square pile, and then that's it. It's like you better have figured it out by then. You better be
Yes.
out and have taken this castle.
And by the way,
clock is on.
You don't have to conquer the world. You just have to kind of take out this castle and take this gold, and then from this gold take the stone, and from the stone you can start pushing out.
Yep.
But with no relics, you have to keep, kind of leapfrogging from mineral to mineral. Otherwise, you're going to be hard pressed with no gold units, and that's basically GG. Bohemians can't play without gold.
Is there a world where Grubby kind of greets this and goes for the gold just above uThermal's base?
Yep. I think he can. In fact,
Okay.
So
I think
smart.
I think it's actually worth doing. He's not going to think about it, unfortunately, but I think it's even the stone, like anything here, just take it, take as much as you can of it, so even if you get pushed back, uThermal can't make use of it, which is fantastic.
Yeah, just vacuum it up.
Yep.
It's also worth noting that, uThermal's doing his big push and spending his resources to get this castle down. But this castle doesn't really control anything. It's
Yeah.
nice to clear up, but man, it feels like you should be pushing the top
Yep.
because you need to
Yeah.
be getting those resources. That is your #1 goal right now, is to get your next gold, your next meal. Don't worry about retirement accounts right now. Find a place to stay for tonight.
Oh, double bombard snipe from Grubby. That was
Dude,
so nice. And he's gonna snipe one more. He picks it up. Wow, that's a triple bombard loss for uThermal. We can't afford that, ladies and gentlemen. That is a bad trade for uThermal. He's got a lot of population, but those bombards, and look at that, no bombards. This army is just sitting ducks. Like, they can't actually attack with no siege.
Man, Grubby's forward castles are just so smart. Right at the exact right time to give him the momentum, the advantage, whatever. They're playing from the forward foot.
uThermal.
Yeah, I would
It
delete
looks
the
so
wall, right?
unlikely.
Just this wall is
These
just-
castles aren't going down. Like,
Yeah.
they're just, it's not going to happen. The villagers can defend it. Grubby's got all the stone in the world. Like, uThermal is just trapped.
Yeah. He's not pushing out fast enough, that's for sure. He's bringing like 1 or 2 trebs to the table, but like the way you actually do this in a pro game, you need like 10 bombards, by the way. He's getting the Hoofnite upgrade. This is the unique tech for Bohemians. He's going to give them an upgrade on their cannons. It's a very strong upgrade. Think of like Paladin equivalent for the cannons. Makes them stronger, faster, tankier, all the good stuff. More splash damage, etc. Nice tower for Grubby. So watchtower in Imp, but he wants to take that stone, so it's
God.
worth it. And yeah, you need like 10 cannons for uThermal. Like 2 or 3, not gonna cut it, especially when you lose a couple to Grubby's trades.
Yeah, 10. Keep them alive at all costs and push the top.
Yeah. Top is what matters.
He's doing it. He's stealing all the stone. Man,
Yep.
Grubby strategically is winning this game just really, really smartly. He's doing everything. He's got a plan.
Yeah, and just for the
His
chat, like,
villagers are like a horde of locusts.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they're just swarming in for the stone.
Dude, he's sucking that up as well. Like, he's kind of going through that quick. And just for the chat, like, even if we lose all these villages, doesn't matter. We got 142 villas. They're pretty cheap in late game. It's not the same as losing villas in early games. So keep that in mind. Big shots onto the back line from Grubby's cannons. Grubby's just playing the control game, and he's doing it so smart. He's never overcommitting into uThermal's base. He might poke at his castle, but he's never diving. That's exactly what he needs to do. He's got all the gold in the world, all the map in the world. Just have to wait and outlast them.
And man, those relics add up actually so quickly.
Yep.
It seems like a small amount, but an extra 3,000 gold is just so nice.
That's
It's so clean. It
basically
means you can,
all of
you can
the
afford to
bank.
lose a couple bombards. You can lose a couple hand cannons. You don't feel bad about it. But if he loses them, if uThermal uses a bombard, it feels terrible.
Yeah, take a look. Like uThermal, no bank. Grubby, 2,600 the bank. Relic gold, 2,700. It's the entire bank of Grubby sponsored by the relics. uThermal, no luxury, and he's down at 38 gold. He's got a couple bombers going out for a cast on the left. He's fighting for the wrong side of the map, though. This is like this side does not matter.
He's gonna have a great protection of that useless wood line.
Yes. He's fighting for the wood, but he's got wood here, so it's not the best situation. Is diving deep with the halberdier. It's starting to get a little desperate. You can kind of see it in the tone of the army, but
yeah,
desperation is not really
man,
helping.
I really need to get out here.
Yeah.
And these two hoof needs to. I mean, these are so important to keep alive because this is it. You're not rebuilding these so easily. Is it ever a thing?
A fourth castle. Look at that.
Yeah, beautiful.
Just on that stone.
Just
Just
that
to deny
stone.
it.
Vineyards coming in as well. Shout out to Spiff. That's your favorite sack. I think the chat loves it as well. Extra gold from the farms.
We love wine. We
Yeah.
love it.
And we got murder holes as well for the castles. Architecture to keep them tankier as well. It's like all these techs, hoardings, all these techs to make the castles tankier. And Grubby's just going to hold the fort, keep profiting off these passive income tools. And yeah, he's going to win in the long run. uThermal's kind of desperate. 0 on gold. He's using the market. Market prices will tank.
Look at the villagers. Look at them coming out.
Yeah.
All of them are coming out for a holiday. Just to watch the castle they built burn down.
Not a good holiday.
Yeah.
Imagine you and your family dedicate your lives to building a castle, and you finish it, and it finishes on fire and crumbling.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing. That's uThermal right now.
Is it ever a thing to? Because you know when you sell wood or food, it makes the prices worse.
Yeah.
Is it ever a thing to know that's going to be a problem and just mass sell early so you get the best trades?
100%. Yeah, that's like a regular thing in pro games for sure. Selling first is huge. By the way, decent momentum from uThermal. He's killed the Grubby Castle.
Gotta go up top.
Not the one that
I think
matters.
Grubby already got the gold.
He's
I
sucking
think
it
Grubby
up.
got
He's
not just
already
the
on
stone. He got the gold too. Oh my god, he drinks your milkshake. He's already siphoned up all your resources, bro. By the time you get out of your base, it's barren.
Yeah, and Grubby's got a huge bank. You can trade all day. It's gunpowder versus gunpowder. Grubby's got a few cannons, but I want to say, like, this is actually a masterpiece from Grubby. He's understood his win condition perfectly. He's playing towards it in a beautiful way, and he's also trading very nicely. This fight's a bit suspicious, though. I think uThermal's getting the slightly better trades. Got to be a bit careful not to get snowballed, but all of a sudden you can go Hussars behind this. You can go for some skirmishers. You can just start countering this army. This army is the last bit of gold that uThermal has. Once it goes down, it's not being remade.
Yeah, this is crazy. Against the tower, to the castle, so.
In terms of this run, when this game finishes, does the winner go straight into another game?
Yep, no break. Maybe like 5
And
10
then
minute
if-
break, but not much more.
Okay, but then if they win that game, they're then straight into the final as well.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in order for, say, Grubby or uThermal to win this tournament, that is like, you know, part of their entire spiritual soul and essence being sacrificed on the altar of Age of Empires.
Yep. That's a loser bracket run.
What a
It's
hell
their
of a
fault.
tournament.
Spiff, it's their fault.
I
They
love it.
lost. They lost once.
No, this
So-
is good.
Yeah.
This is what Grubby gets for being the teacher's pet. It's fine.
Well, I hope he makes the run happen. Let's see if he can do it, but teacher got to keep his job.
Yeah, I mean, 12 hours straight of Age of Empires is like your standard daily stream, so it's not
Yeah.
that crazy.
It's not,
I think
love it.
there are 80 dead villagers on uThermal's side.
yeah, the raids have been heavy. Oh my god, he hasn't
is
been reacting actually.
Over. He lost literally
Yeah.
80 people, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Man, that
Stunzo.
was a masterclass from Grubby, honestly.
Yeah.
Start to finish,
Yes.
he played that beautifully. I don't think he was ever even
Yeah.
remotely behind. That was crazy.
Beautiful game. Well played, Grubby. GG in the chat, guys. That's a game a lot of people can learn from, by the way. Just never pushing into uThermal's base. Not a single siege unit went into uThermal's base. Maybe a couple trebs, but not much more.
I was a bit
Most of
late
it
with
just
the
poking
horse, the
outside,
final
keeping
horse
the gold,
armor.
keeping the stone. 5 relics
flanks
and
were
pillars.
flanking, yeah.
3,750.
Okay, now we're going back to Arabia. Parandicasters only realized you were raiding when you had 80 eco kills. I see. Relic gold was nice. 3 minutes faster imp. Okay, go next.
Dân lửa xin trở lại.
We're just waiting for this game to start now. I think uThermal's taking a big break here, which is maybe they're in actually. They look serious, but they always look serious. I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, they do look so serious.
Yeah.
They're both locked in at this phase of the tournament. There's no more joking around.
Yeah. It started. Okay, let me. Okay, my thing is not working, but I got the tool. Get in here. Make it happen. All right. 2 minutes late. Well, I'm sorry. I'll hop in here.
Anything could have happened.
We got a Vietnam pick as well. They're back.
Vietnam.
Grubby Vietnamese. That paper money back on the menu.
I would love to see it. Yeah, this time it's in Grubby's hands, of course. Remember, it's hidden pick, no repeat. It's not like a fearless draft. So if you haven't played the Civ, you can always still play it. And here we go. 2 minutes late. That's on me. But we're into the game. Vietnamese for Grubby and the Malians for uThermal. Malians has been like his trusted Civ on Arabia. I think he's had like Portuguese and Malians. And then after that, he's got nothing that he's like prepared. But he's locked in with the Malians. And he tends to play them similar to the Portuguese. He plays a lot of archers, a lot of siege. Of course, uThermal has won the last Arabia game. Let's see if he can kind of do it again. Get the second win on Arabia. Grubby, though, with the Vietnamese. Potentially with a nice counter pick. If uThermal wants to play archers, Vietnamese have some of the best scrims in the game. Could be a nice matchup.
Has Grubby already got the baller? He's already got his first one?
I think that's correct, yeah. With the second one on the way soon. We were a couple minutes late, so we're catching up now.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, last two games, uThermal looked great game plan, super solid on Arabia, and then Grubby looked amazing on Arena. So it's kind of do or die here. uThermal's got to show he can do it again.
Yeah. I will say, though, the Arabia matchup looks a lot closer than the Arena one did. Like, uThermal looked a lot more lost in Arena, whereas the last Arabia match, Grubby was actually leading for the majority of it. Obviously, uThermal, don't want to take anything away from him. He had a great pushback and a great, finishing blow. But I feel like Grubby is not one to be underestimated in this Arabia match.
Yeah, Grubby was very much in the driver's seat for a good portion of that Arabia game, and then kind of let it slip. But very good at applying the pressure.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he goes for like the men-at-arms again. The Vietnamese don't have to play aggressive. They have such a good scaling style that you can just sit back, relax, play some range units, trade back and forth, and be completely okay with it. We'll see what he decides to go. It could be like a lot of the strategies in this game is just personal preference, what players like to do, their comfort zone, not so much about like pro meta and matchup knowledge, which is fair enough.
So if you were to place your bet, who are you going for then, Hera and Aatrox? Actually, I want both your opinions.
Okay, judging from the maps, I'll give you like a strategic prediction here. I'm not a betting man, but if I were, look at this map from uThermal and the fact that he won the last Arabia game, I feel like he's in a prime position to win this one as well. However, one thing to consider, Grubby also has a good map, and Grubby's Civ is kind of a counter pick. So actually, I'm going to change my prediction. I would say that Grubby probably wins. So work with that as you will.
Talk through your own prediction.
Yeah.
I'll pick uThermal, both because he did great in the last Arabia, and also because I would really love to see a game 5. It'd be awesome. I do agree though. It looks like they both have really good maps, honestly. Just for like getting a nice clean wall, no holes, and not getting poked off too easily by archers.
Yeah. When you have good maps like this, we'll just fill in the conversation as Brit places this bet on the channel. When you have good maps like this, you can easily just wall up and play minimal army. However, the good maps have really not been exploited that much from the players in this competition. Players are usually coming into the game plan, and they're going to play that game plan no matter what their map looks like. This is actually kind of normal because most of these players are StarCraft players and Warcraft players. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in those maps, the maps are usually set. Whereas in Age of Empires 2, there's that random element, so while the map is Arabia, sometimes you have your gold spawn to the back, sometimes it's more open, sometimes it's, more closed, etc. And so that's kind of a unique factor for Age of Empires. You have to adapt to your map. And the players aren't really doing that well, to be fair. And so here, like, Grubby's going to go for Men-at-Arm Rush. With a map like this, I feel like most pros would not do Men-at-Arms. They just wall up and play straight into the ranges because they can.
So if, in terms of the RNG of the map, if you have your gold at the back, does your
Yeah.
opponent also have their gold at the back?
No, completely irrelevant. The only thing that's the same is the woodline count. So the amount of woodlines you have and the distance to your TC, that's the same. The rest is completely random. Barrier position, gold position, etc. It's random.
Devs, what is this? What is this nonsense? how are the pros meant to manage with this? It's too random.
It's actually good, but it's the reason why we have best of nines. The last time where you almost missed your bust, sitting there in the Royal Albert Hall, wondering why there's a best of nine and not just a best of 5. It's because you're trying to weed out the randomness from these random elements. I think it's both a blessing and a curse for AoE2. There's been some cases of unfair maps, but I think overall, the better player usually wins, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, I always thought it was just because you were tilted for those first 2 games.
Yeah, maybe. That's also a factor too, to be fair. The tilt is real sometimes.
I'll say, as someone who comes from like a StarCraft or Warcraft background, mostly StarCraft, I like it about Age of Empires. It's really cool. Not knowing exactly where everything exactly is on the map at all times and having a build perfectly designed to that map makes it more adaptable and fun. Like you can be a player who recognizes the map early and makes a different adjustment and get an advantage from that. It's cool.
Yeah,
I know there's some bad luck from now and then, but it doesn't seem like horrible usually.
Yeah, it makes scouting more about like, I mean, you have to scout what your opponent's doing, but you also have to scout where your opponent's resources are and what he could do based on that. So as you can see here, the forward berries, I doubt Grubby Scout on this said I want to go for Meta Arm Rush, but Meta Arms into forward berries is actually fantastic. And so now uThermal smartly walls it up. He has to. If the berries are at the back, he probably wouldn't have to. So it kind of just changes the dynamic for this game. But we're seeing the same thing from game 1. We're going to ignore this if we're uThermal. We're going to go attack with the scouts and to be considered a counter-attack. See if we can take the battle to Grubby's base. Grubby, not a single spearman, maybe caught off guard by this.
Yeah, no spears, totally open berries, totally open gold. If there was 3 scouts here, it would be like a guaranteed a bunch. He's going to get at least 1.
Got a
Oh, no,
Luma?
it doesn't.
We do have Loom. Yeah, we do have Loom. The early Loom from Grubby, of course.
Very wise, very wise.
And then
Yeah, I'd love to see a little bit more damage from those 3 scouts, given how open it is.
Yeah, I agree. I think you could have committed to that village, by the way. You'll lose, some scout HP, but I think you could have killed that villager. uThermal backs off for a better, better engagement.
Uh-oh.
Will he find that? It's a question.
They're
Grubby?
running through.
He's gonna dive. This is intentional.
He's diving and he delete the wall. Delete the, he does delete it. I don't know if he can get around though. There's a scout here. Is he gonna
Beautiful.
lose 2?
Beautiful from
He's not
uThermal.
actually.
Wow.
Wow.
Really well done from uThermal.
Wow, that was
Really
insane.
well done.
Deletes
And the scouts get back in time.
Goes around, scouts are back. We talked about that in the first game. You can attack and then get back on defense as well. A uThermal villager, though, taking matters into his own hands. Look at this guy.
It's like you have to kill at least one. You have to kill a villager. Please take me. Take me. Yeah, really nice defense, honestly. You could still lose 1 vil, maybe.
And with the archers, scouts, you'll clear this up nicely. And
A garrison here would be nice.
Grubby's not.
Just don't get how he can micro his villagers that well and then also wander them off to the middle of the map to die. Like
Yes.
distracted penguins.
It's literally like yin yang. Like it just depends on the day. uThermal's either killing his villagers or saving all of them. Fair enough. We'll keep an eye on the uThermaling of more villagers or not. But Grubby's coming forward with some archers. And remember, Vietnamese archers, they have more HP. And it's kind of offset by the fact that Malians, they collect gold faster. And they also have a nice wood saving bonus. Their buildings are all 15% cheaper. So Malians are getting some savings and some discounts. And Vietnamese getting the raw power just straight into the archers. Here we go with an engagement.
Big engage. These
Have you got any
villagers are
fun
all at
facts
risk
about
if he gets
Mali?
pushed back.
Fun facts about Mali. That's your angle, Spiff. Tell us. History, something
Okay,
like that.
so Mali's most famous person of all is, of course, Mansa Musa, a man so wealthy he basically caused economic crashes wherever he visited. His level of wealth is pretty much unparalleled. It is just absurd. Maybe at his peak, Julius Caesar could have rivaled it, but the man was so minted, he could have destroyed the world if he just kept alive for a longer period of time. One of the icons of history.
What do you make of the people saying it's a myth? Because someone in the chat said that, but I've heard that before. Is that like historically documented, or is it like a bit overblown?
Yeah, there are definitely some historians who would basically say that maybe it's not as big or impactful as some narratives would say. However, definitely the actual impact is known. So yeah,
Okay,
definitely a chap who existed. Definitely caused a lot of chaos, and I think most historians, the consensus is 100%. This guy was a mental historical figure.
6 archers coming in here from uThermal, and he's gonna be coming at a perfect time. It's a half HP
Get this
Grubbyville.
Vil.
Oh my god.
Get this Vil.
Perfect
Dude.
reaction from Grubby. If he's reacted a second
So
late, he
quick.
loses it. Both players have not lost a villager so far. Grubby will wall the top. He's got to get a little quicker there. Perfect. Now he can just
got
defend
it.
the bottom. uThermal, though, in a prime position, selling the stone with the market. That's a pro move that hasn't been used at all this tournament. uThermal brings it out in potentially his last game of the tournament. He's got to win this one to stay alive. Selling the stone to get a
Somebody
faster
used it
castle time. That is beautiful.
Against A9.
Oh, you're standing on top of the hill.
Aatrox used it. Sorry, Aatrox used it. It's good.
Well,
Good man.
no, you're
uThermal
fine.
probably learned it from Atrial.
Yeah, that's what I was
True.
thinking. He's probably going to
Yeah.
credit me at the end of it in his speech.
That's crazy.
If your
In the
archers are
loop-
stood on a hill, you can't predict it. You can't predict it, guys. Just because, look, you said you'd bet on Grubby. If uThermal now loses this, people are going to say it's match fixing. So you've got to be careful.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see how it goes. Oh, Grubby, uThermal does lose a scout there. Sorry, Smith, we cut you off. Very rude of us, but you had a question about the hill, right?
I have a question. Yeah. So if you have an archer on a hill, do they have greater range or is it just greater damage?
Greater damage, and they take less damage. So think of it like greater damage and greater resistance.
Nice. Makes sense.
2 ranges for Grubby. And he's in a good spot. He's delayed to Castle Age, which usually means you have to fight right now. Because if your uThermal gets upgrades right outside your base, that's really bad. So Grubby, to delay this, you got to fight him and kind of kick him back. But Grubby's kind of just going forward, ignoring this
Oh, he's
army.
doing the classic, I've got my archers on your woodline strat.
Yeah, it's been a very popular between these two players.
Grubby just clicked castle. It's going to be a 2-minute advantage with faster expos, faster bodkin. That's going to be really tough to withstand.
He still has his tower, though. The tower's still in there. Like, uThermal can't make a tower, so if Grubby gets onto this gold, it could be kind of annoying. But maybe just a tower to defend here for Grubby could be nice.
Yeah, there's crossbow, there's bodkin coming in. 2 minutes of pressure.
Beautiful.
This will be really tough. Yeah, smart tower, you're right. Smart tower. And the wall. Good play from Grubby.
I like
This
the
is
counter
good.
attack, too. Counter attack's
And the
fantastic.
counterattack. Yeah, honestly, really well played for being behind a castle.
What we're looking for uThermal right now is a university. Getting ballistics is super good in Archer War, but he first has to deal with this. It could be a dead villager.
He's got to notice it. He's got to notice it.
He does. Loses 1 Vil, though. It's pretty good for Grubby. uThermal is going for the forward siege, by the way. Could dive this tower. Oh my god, he's going to
Risky
go for
dive in a way.
it. Yeah.
Don't want to
Good
lose
balls.
these.
Plus 2. That tower is getting a lot of value. That tower is obviously mandatory, so good call from Grubby to go for it. uThermal wisely backs off. Does have the siege push here, and he's just dealing with some annoying archers behind his base. He's moving woodlands across. It's not the best lumber camp. I feel like uThermal had to make a lumber camp and a mining camp. His economy is very fragile. You can't really afford these kind of... dude, that's,
Yeah, after you get
that's sloppy.
kicked off woodline, and you have to make
that's
200 wood worth of... Yeah, hopefully you can clean this up before those archers upgrade from Grubby, because then it's a real harassment problem.
Yeah. Great looping from Grubby, by the way. Just hits the gold, loops to the wood, loops to the other gold. He's standing on the hill. We talked about what that does.
But you don't want to lose any more Vils here. But you are losing more Vils here. Down
Yeah.
5. I wonder how's uThermal's
Wait.
harassment going. Okay.
This is great. Wait,
big.
this is game ending almost.
They're in.
This is big.
No lead skirm for
He's
Grubby.
almost on the hill.
Not elite skirms. No bodkin yet.
Oh my god, uThermal could win the game right here. He's got great micro as well.
Kind of getting out microed, actually.
Oh, yeah. Grubby's kind of crazy. Holy.
He's been
Grubby
forced off the
cooked
hill.
him.
That was
Wait, Grubby.
really insane
That's
micro
crazy.
from Grubby. That's
Grubby,
like...
Grubby microed that so well.
That was like freaking pixel perfect micro. That's ridiculous.
He was dodging with individual unupgraded skirms to force away much stronger army.
Yeah, still need elite skirm though. A town center's really risky here in the face of a siege push. Grubby almost lost the Vilder to the Mangonel. Still has to defend. We need defensive siege. That town center, I think, probably couldn't really afford that. The tower will continue to defend him for now, but it's looking rough for Grubby with missing these
Good
crucial
to see
attacks.
workshop.
Workshop's good.
So there's 2 mangonels versus 0. He has to get something done with it.
I mean, if you're uThermal, do you just not push in with your 2 mangonels and try and press the advantage? Or are you just scared of what your opponent might have?
So because he sold the stone, he can't add in another town center. So his advantage, like to press it, he kind of has to fight something. You don't have to go like, Magano happy and just start diving, but you can just sit on the outskirts and just start like nuking these buildings. But he's got to do something, I would say. So far it's okay, but killing houses is not as good as killing production buildings, so... Yeah, uThermal's got to kind of put his foot on the gas a little bit. Sneaky villager from Grubby. I wonder if he uThermaled it, or maybe this is intentional as well. Target that gold. We'll see what he does with that one.
House.
Forward house for now.
So the first mango is going to come out from Grubby, and it's so important. If it gets a big hit, this game could be over. I mean, that would be the ultimate defense.
Yeah, same situation as the first game, though.
Oh, God, this is going to be such an important shot.
Oh, he blocked himself. Oh, blocked himself. uThermal.
Wow.
Tries an attack round, but does lose a Magano. He's forced around. This could be kind of a blessing, though, because trying to push in through here on the tower was so not going to work. Like, going around here is the way to go. Start pressuring these buildings, kill the houses, kill the ranges, open up maybe some hill bonuses you can take advantage of here. And yeah, Grubby actually uThermaled it, so he's going to just go back home with the villager.
Just saying hi.
A nice house. He lives there. Don't shame him.
Yeah, I mean, you could kill the ranges, right? Like you said, like that would be a nice... but man, you have to watch your mangonels. I mean, I'm guilty of this all the time. I've learned that if you let one mangonel destroy your push, all your energy is gone, all your momentum.
In the Mangonel Micro, we did see uThermal come out pretty comfortably on top.
Yeah, it's true. And he was also good at the crossbow, Mike. He's got so many crosses. There's 22 crossbows here. It's only like, what, a dozen skirmishers at best?
Yeah,
2 mangonels.
But they're that strong.
And the economy doesn't
skirmishers.
seem too different either. Like, it does seem like uThermal's still keeping in the game. And I mean, of course, it's going to blur out proportions with the difference in TCs.
Yeah. Yeah, for the time being, it's actually completely even, for sure. And what Grubby has in extra villagers, it's like all the inefficiencies of moving around and the long distance gathering due to the pressure kind of evens out. Grubby just has to hold, though. He's got that extra TC. Fighting uphill is hard, though.
Grubby is going to be a bit wood starved, too. Like, he's going to have to rebuild his archery ranges. He's going to have to rebuild some houses.
We've seen this story before.
He got... Yeah.
Oh, the classic.
And then the harassment. Yeah, I mean, definitely oppressive pressure from uThermal. But do you think he should get a second TC behind this? Because is this really going to be a killing push?
That's one mango. We talked about this. There's 2 scrims and a mango just kind of donated for Grubby. Does he need to get another town center? He could if he wants to, but honestly, the push is so hot that he probably doesn't need to. 1-for-1 trade up top.
Wow.
When you have this many mangonels, Aatrox, you don't really need another town center because you can actually kill so much. If the push gets stopped, then you start thinking about maybe another town center. So it just depends on how confident he is to actually make something happen with these mangoes.
Big
now,
shot
when they're
here.
attacking with their mangonels, are they targeting the actual enemy or are they just attacking the ground in a prediction?
Both can work. So sometimes you can attack ground and predict where your opponent's moving. Sometimes you can just right click. Both can work. That was a right click and he dodges it. That's a right click on both sides. But he right clicked the archers. So you can do a mix of both. But so far, uThermal's actually taking better trades. Grubby up 10 villagers. He is moving to the middle of the map. No ballistics though, so it's hard to actually lock down these crossbows with your skirms. And that counter to that skirmisher is just kind of useless so far.
Does uThermal have ballistics?
No ballistics for either side. Oh, Grubby gets a 1-for-0. He's looking for the other one. uThermal smartly dodges, using the crossbow to try to out-micro this one. He loves to do that.
He would love to kill that. Okay.
Wow, look at that.
Really important.
Man, there's a lot of pressure on these mangonels to get some damage here. If you're down at TC, you do have to do something eventually.
Yeah, I mean, Grubby having that second TC, it doesn't really make a difference because he's got 6 minutes of idle time.
Yeah, it's a really good point. Like, he's building ahead in vills, but like, it's 10 vills, but like, look how inefficient they are. A lot of idle time on the town centers, a lot of villagers idle. I would say it's actually neck and neck in terms of economy right now. It's just that Grubby's got more potential in terms of economy if the pressure subsides. Oh, 1-for-1.
Oh, he
Nice
got
hit.
stuck. Oh.
Got that hit off last second, though. Trying to micro some skirmishers. Both players have shown exceptional micro in this tournament.
Wow, he's just walking forward.
Yep. Oh!
Wow.
I think he killed himself, kind of. uThermal hurt his own mangonel, so the skirmishers finished it off. That was a really bad play for uThermal with the mangonel. Maybe plan
What's
from
going on
Grubby.
with these mangonels? Oh, watch out!
Good splits. So
Really good
intense.
split, but this next hit could be the worst.
Oh, he
Oh
lands it.
my
That's huge. Repairs
Wow.
for Grubby. He's got the skirmishers. There's no
Yes!
Magno. GG's
Wow.
called.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, yes,
Grubby
GG.
takes the win.
Wow.
Oh
GG
my
in the
God,
chat. That was
Arabia.
insane. What a response from Grubby.
Yes.
He got beat
Oh
out
my
with the
fucking
Magno
God,
Micro
it was
in the
hard.
first Arabia. Responds beautifully
It was
there,
really
and
hard.
uThermal just couldn't hang
It
with
was
him
so
this
difficult.
game.
We did it. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Nice fucking play. Thanks, man. Let's go, Logan. High five. High five. Good boy. He doesn't have 5. Oof. All right. Did uThermal rage quit this? I mean, I'm too... What the fuck? Our wood lines are so sad. And I had no ballistics. It was really even. I think he rage quitted a little bit. It wasn't over, I don't think. But he did lose a lot of stuff. I am 2 TC and he knows it. He does have the hill. I do think I'm winning. I have 2 mango, he has 1. I have skirms fully upgraded. No ballistics. I think he still had a chance, but it's a bit of a rage quit. I was like 10 vills ahead, but our eco was both trash. I think he thought that I was in a better spot than I was. Thank you so much, chat, and thank you, Leary, for the help. I couldn't have done it without.